Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 470, live. Welcome to YTD Academy, live, episode number 18. 18 big ones. And tonight we have a smoking hot, absolute fire, 7-match card, 3 championships on the line. We're starting things off with 2 Gauntlet-style Rumble matches. It is going to be an epic evening of in-ring action, but we, of course, have things to discuss, like pro wrestling journalists unloading on CM Punk after leaking personal emails. Apparently, this one surprised me a little, I'll be honest. Apparently, WWE is having internal discussions of adding another show to their weekly schedule. I don't know what to think about that, you know. I know they're a giant global company. They've got a lot of talent coming into the business now. NXT could use an extra platform to showcase their talent, if you ask me personally, but overexposure while they're in a rebuilding process of sorts. I mean, they're still trying to build new stars, etc. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. But we'll be discussing that. I have a couple of lists this evening. Actually, really good lists. The first list is 10 things about WCW in 2000 that made no sense. We were actually going to do that list last night, but we just didn't get there. So we're going to go over that. Again, that was 10 things about WCW in 2000 that made no sense. And again, I did say it last night, but I will say it again. A lot of things about WCW in 2000 did not make any sense, so we'll have to just hang on for the ride on that one. The other list is actually a Bleacher Report list. I don't read a lot of reports from Bleacher Report, but this one is interesting, so it was intriguing. It is 10 Olympic wrestlers turned pros who show the value of Olympic wrestling. So we got a couple of really good lists. We're going to get started with the dirt sheets first, though. And before I do that, I'm going to open up my dashboard here, so I know what's happening in the chat room. There we go. And there we go.
Welcome in.
Okay, so anyways, we're going to hop right to it and see what's crack-lacking in the dirt sheets. I already gave you a couple of articles we're going to be covering, so we'll get to that first, I suppose. So this is from ringsidenews.com, and it was published by Felix Upton today, actually. And again, it is a pro wrestling journalist unloads on CM Punk after leaking personal email. This will probably amuse Glenola greatly, because he is not a CM Punk fan. As you can tell, every time we mention him, he says, flush BM Punk, right? So, but anyways, we're going to get to it anyways, and Glenola will just have to sound off in the chat about his actual feelings for CM Punk, because we know he's a closet Punk fan. That's what it is. He's a closet Punk fan. He probably has a set of CM Punk shorts in his top drawer. Bought a pair of CM Punk wrestling boots off of eBay last week, probably. They're in his closet. You know, he's probably got sketches done up to get his own tattoo of straight edge. He's excited. But anyways, so CM Punk is making headlines once again. But that shouldn't come as a surprise at all. That came with a few public addresses, including one where he told obsessed fans to touch grass. He also ruffled the feathers of one pro wrestling journalist. CM Punk went on quite an Instagram story spree after news of his issues with AEW broke. He also uploaded alleged email from Brian Alvarez to CM Punk, one that mentioned Maria Kanellis in a very interesting way. Brian Alvarez noted that this Instagram story during Wrestling Observer Live, needless to say, Alvarez was not short in his reply to Punk. He says, I didn't get any story wrong. There wasn't one thing I said on the show yesterday that was wrong. I still don't know why this guy spent, I don't know how long on Instagram, which to me, it was almost like high art when he spent all this time on Instagram and then finished with a video where he told everyone to go outside and touch grass. So listen, yeah, I don't know, Phil. You're right, Phil. I don't know you. But you know what? I do know a lot of people in AEW. I have heard from people in AEW, and I have heard from people in WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery, and they all said the same thing. There's an issue. I don't know why you're mad at me. maybe you should talk to the people in your own company, or maybe you should talk to the people at WBD, which is where I got all the information. I didn't make it up. I didn't make one thing up. Why am I talking about CM Punk? Well, let me think about this. I do a wrestling radio show where my job is to cover wrestlers. You're a wrestler, and you're supposed to be the centerpiece of an announcement, and you weren't. Gee, I wonder why I'd be talking about this now. You know what's going on here, and I got sucked into it. I didn't want to. This is the same thing that FTR was doing, and I shouldn't even say FTR. This is the same thing that Dax was doing, and that is trying to create in the minds of the wrestling fans some imaginary beef that I have with Dax Harwood or it was CM Punk. I don't have any beef with Punk or Dax. CM Punk's opinion about Bryan Alvarez probably didn't change after this retort. In all reality, CM Punk doesn't listen to Alvarez's radio show. If anything, it still gave fans some kind of response to the Second City Savior. So that's interesting. Even more interesting, again, and this one again does surprise me just a little bit, is the fact that apparently WWE is literally having internal discussions about having a third show or another show added to their weekly schedule. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I just don't. I can see pros and cons. I'm just not sure which one would outweigh the other. I mean, there's a lot of wrestling shows to watch right now. There's a lot of wrestling shows to watch right now. Now, that said, I do believe that NXT could use an additional platform to showcase their talents other than just NXT. You know, the main roster superstar, cracking skulls! And Joe Link is in the house. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. Welcome to episode number 470.
Joe Link.
Incidentally, episode 18 for YTD Academy. Now, of course, last week we were supposed to have 17 here on YouTube, and I accidentally put episode 17 live on Twitch. But we made it back to YouTube this week. There's the good news. The other good news, smoking hot. 7-match card tonight. We're starting the night off with 2 Gauntlet-style Rumble matches. We have 3 smoking hot, absolute fire championship matches for the championship rounds, and it is going to be a good evening for the Archiverse TV here on YouTube. But anyways, also, Joe Lincoln Kraken, I don't know if you're aware, but we are about 16 subscribers away from 500 here on YouTube, and we are less than 1,000 watch hour times from meeting the requirements necessary to start reaching partner. So we are well on the way. YTD Academy is absolutely smoking hot right now.
Face fuchsia wide eyes. Face fuchsia.
So anyway, Kraken,
eyes.
what have you been up to? What's new and exciting? How are the chilies? And by the way, Kraken Skulls, we were actually talking. I don't know if you watched the VOD from last night's show. I know you watched the VODs. I don't know if you've got to that one yet, but we were all talking kind of. I don't remember if it was on the show or if it was before the show, but a few of us were talking, and it'd be interesting to see.
How have you been, Kraken Skulls? Hi, Joe Lincoln,
the Witch
Kraken
and Damien
Skulls.
Maker return to the women's
Archer.
division, Kraken Skulls. Glenola, welcome in. Sneaking in here under Night Breeze, we see you. You
Night
cannot
Breeze,
hide.
hey.
I super cleaned my house. I'm exhausted. Jesus, Kraken, how big is your house? What do you mean you're exhausted from
I
cleaning
think
your
that
house?
would
How
be
dare
amazing,
you?
Archer.
You think that would be amazing? Okay, well, we didn't want to pull the trigger until, the other thing is, I wonder if Lil Joey Nightmare should come in and give Damien a break for a while, because Damien's, I think he needs some R&R. He needs to take a vacation. He's been having a rough go. Lil Joey Nightmare, though, he was always exciting to watch. People miss Lil Joey Nightmare. We've actually discussed this before. So Lil Joey Nightmare and the Witch and Damien suddenly
Decent
make a
size, it's
return. That'd be
3-bedroom,
fantastic.
2-bath, and that would be a great idea.
3-bedroom, 2-bath would be a great idea. Nice. Do you own or rent? Do you own your own home? I mean, thus far, I haven't owned my own home.
Little Joey is a great idea in rent.
Little Joey's a great idea. Yeah, and you rent? Okay, so you're on board with Little Joey and the Witch and Damien. Okay, perfect. That's amazing, because that'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, sir.
Fantastique. So, what's... you don't have to share this, but what's rent like down there right now? Like, are you guys getting raked over the coals, or do you have fairly decent...
Dude, owning a home is shit, it's too expensive.
Life is great is in the house.
Hello.
Welcome in. Bunch of villains all popping over to YouTube already. Fantastic. Well, seeing how everybody's collecting, and before I get back to the dirt sheets and any lists, and we're going to continue discuss... There is no Archer Appreciation Day. Just ignore Glenola. He's been drinking. He's a belligerent drunk. You just have to ignore him.
High Life is great.
He probably got into his dad's special apple cider again. Just ignore. We do not hashtag that. There is no Archer Appreciation Day.
Where my rent is $700
how dare you? By the way, this is
like
YouTube, not Twitch. How dare you come in and try to stir the pot and create villainy during what is going to be an epic night for YTD Academy. Anyways, people are flocking in already, which is pretty exciting. So let's get the show on the go before we get to any other discussions. We have a great show. Again, we're starting off with 2 Gauntlet-style Rumble matches. One for the women's division, one for the men's division. We've got some faction wars. We have 3 fantastic championship matches for the championship rounds. It is going to be a great night, 7 matches strong. So let's get things on the go. As you can see, the Queen of the Hive, Honeybee, going to be leading the way for the show tonight. She's going to be in the main event tonight, defending her championship against the challenger and #1 contender, Lillian Dust. But that is then. This is now. Let's get things started. Gauntlet-style Rumble match. And there's a look at the participant in the women's Gauntlet Rumble match. We have Alexa Bliss. We have, from Team AMC Me, we have the Wildcat, Ashley Marie. We have Jezebel West. Lita is in the house. The Viking Rose Brewer is in the house. Awesome Kong. Callie Stone from Team YT Shadows. We have Kaiba Blade from the Outlaws. New member of the Outlaws joining this Gauntlet Rumble. Liv Morgan and, of course, Svetlana Vedroska. And the winner of this Rumble matchup will get to choose a championship and challenge for that, any championship of their choosing, any time of their choosing, whether that be for a tag team, if they happen to be part of a tag team and they want to cash in and challenge the tag team champions, they can do that. If they want to challenge for the Pure Wrestling Championship, they can do that. If they want to challenge for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Women's World Championship, they can do that. So you get the idea. They can challenge any title they want. The winner of this match will have that opportunity. So without further ado, here we go. It is a 10 Vixen Gauntlet-style Rumble. All entries are completely random. Let's get the show on the go and turn and burn. Let's go. Here we go. And while the first 2 participants make their entrance, I'll get back to the dirt sheets here. So again, WWE is having internal discussions of adding another show to their weekly schedule, which again does surprise me just a little bit. But again, this is Felix Upton, RingsideNews.com. So many pro wrestling fans might say there is already far too much pro wrestling on television, and I was kind of leaning in that direction. But again, I have this thing where I believe NXT could rise to greater heights if they had an extra platform to help showcase the talent for NXT. I really believe that, so I hope that does happen.
No turning back now.
But I don't know if now's the time is the thing, though. I don't know if now is the time. But anyway, so with AEW Collision crowbarring itself into Saturday nights, pro wrestling fans have little chance to live actual lives at this point, and WWE might add that busy viewing schedule as well. Considering the near daily availability of wrestling content, it's tough to envision the addition of any more shows. That being said, if WWE CEO Nick Khan has his way, fans might see a new show from the company. At the inaugural Moffett-Nathanson Technology, Media and Telecom Conference, well, that was a tongue twister. Good Lord. Nick Khan expressed his desire for WWE to deliver daily content, provided there's a unique product to showcase each and every day.
Big things from
he said, and this is a quote, "Ideally for us, we would go every day of the week as long as there is a unique product we can put on the air and resonate. Something we've discussed internally, Lucha Libre, which is big in Mexico and Latin America, to start something like that down the road. This would be well after the U.S. and U.K. media rights are settled. The synergies are all in place, and we have our legs under us with TKO Group. That's something that's interesting to us, especially with the growing Hispanic audience in the U.S. We over-index in the Hispanic community already with our English content, so to target that is something of interest for us as well." It says we'll have to wait and see if WWE adds this show to their lineup. They already have a ton of offerings for fans, and some of those fans might like a breather. Still, there are a lot of fans who might enjoy weekly Lucha Libre offering from Vince McMahon's company. WWE has some big plans in the pipeline, and it's anyone's guess what WWE's weekly schedule will look like in a few years from now, or when they will air that content. That's interesting to me. So, a Lucha Libre show. Really? What do you guys think of that? Lucha Libre content possibly coming down the road from WWE. What do you guys think about that?
Showing exactly why here tonight.
That's very interesting to me. Glenola, live Kraken, Joe, give me your thoughts on that, would you? I'm interested to know, do you guys like Lucha Libre? I mean, I personally do. Holy fuck! Jesus Christ, I looked up for 1 second. Jezebel West just about decapitating.
Gone to plan for her, but she still has a chance to finish the job.
Who is that? That's Kaiva, isn't it? That is Kaiva Blade in there. Just about lost her head in the opening seconds of the match. Nice evasion. Big elbow right to the spine. Kaiva striking back. We need mucha lucha. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm playing with dirty sheets again. No, reading the dirt sheets. I can't play with the dirty sheets tonight. Wife is sleeping. Wife is sleeping. She had an exhausting day. She had a very, very long day. So she's snuggled up in her blankie. She looks really cute, but I dare not. She will eat me alive.
And the WWE Universe is feeling it too.
She's tiny, but she's a savage. She would hurt me.
Definitely something to prove here, Byron.
Wow. Jezebel West gone already.
It's been a long day for sure.
Callie Stone. Oh! Callie Stone
may be getting pushed beyond her limit.
Just got kneed right in the face. That was savage.
Raising hands, medium
Sir Jack is in the house. What's going on, Sir Jack? Welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by.
Seriously, I think they should work
think they should work on improving the content they have before. Yeah, I do agree with that statement too. But yeah, what if they are definitely going to add more content down the road? I'd be super excited if it was Lucha Libre content.
Return to the ring now.
I would enjoy that very much. Cracker, what do you? Woozy is in the house. What's going on, Woozy? Appreciate everybody stopping by. Episode 18 of YTD Academy Live. It's going to be a great show. This is just the beginning. A Gauntlet-style Rumble match for the women's division. The winner gets to choose any champion they're choosing to challenge. The second match of the night, the men will get the same opportunity. Lita now in the house. Callie Stone took out Kaiva. Now Lita going to attempt to take out Callie Stone. This is going to be a very, very interesting matchup. A lot of great female superstars already starting the night off, and we've got more down the road because we've got women's tag team gold on the line tonight. We've got the women's YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line tonight. The women are going to be shining like a mofo up in here tonight. The ladies of the Archerverse, the vixen villains of the Archerverse, if you will. So anyways, Woozy, what's new and exciting, buddy? How you doing? What's going on? If you're able to and want to, you can join the broadcast, Woozy, if you want to. If you're not able to, that's fine too. You can continue to ride that pine and shoot the shit in the chat. That goes for anybody else. If you want to join the broadcast, feel free.
Lita starting to get the crowd involved.
You do have access for a purpose. You can serve that purpose. Fulfill that purpose.
And here's an entrant we've been waiting for. Pure focus.
Come join the host with the most. Live, episode 18, YTD Academy.
Oh, that backfired on her.
Let the electricity flow.
A nice shot by Alexa Bliss.
Get the juices rolling.
Hair pull mat slam.
Woozy says, I'm good. Fantastic to hear. We know Woozy's been working on himself inside and out, and is slowly turning himself into Woozy Hulk.
Shoots the shit in chat.
He doesn't turn green, but you know.
I'd love to, but the husband is sleeping.
Life's Great says, I'd love to, but the husband is sleeping. Shame on him.
This is extremely dangerous territory for Lita to be in.
Woozy, just no villainy tonight. Nope, there doesn't have to be any villainy tonight.
Look who it is.
It's an episode of YTD Academy here live on YouTube, so a lot less villainy, right? A lot less villainy than normal. Although Glenola does try to stir the pot and create, you know, he has to bring that element, right? He has to bring that element. All right, so I'm going to get back to the dirt sheets here and see what else is crack-a-lacking, if anything. But yeah, I mean, if eventually, and I do agree with what Glenola said, they need to work on the content they have first. Absolutely. But if they are going to add more content down the line, I would be absolutely stoked if that was Lucha Libre content. Yo, Alexa Bliss is standing strong in the ring right now. That is scary. Oh!
And hard to tell where Bliss
That didn't look like it felt too good.
You have to be
Good
impressed
Lord.
with Alexa, given what she's been through.
All right, let's see here.
I'm gonna do a little bit more testing on this build and see if it's
So here's something from ringsidenews.com by Felix Upton. Looks like WWE's planning NXT debuts on SmackDown this week, which would be, of course, tomorrow. So WWE is coming off the 2023 draft, and there were several NXT superstars who heard their names called this time round. This week on SmackDown, fans will get their first look at 2 more of those call-ups. NXT lost some big stars during the 2023 WWE draft, although names like Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes were not called. They did not lose every women's champion on their roster, as Indy Hartwell, Alba Fire, and of course Isla Dawn were all called up. Other big names include former tag team champion Pretty Deadly, along with Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Apollo Crews is going back to Raw. As other stars like Zoe Stark and JD McDonough will get their first shots on the red brand. BWE, who has history of breaking insider scoops behind their private Twitter, tweeted out to let fans know that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn will bring their unique brand of sports entertainment to Fox this week. We also previously reported a few spoilers for SmackDown this week. If you come to the article, you can click here and find out about WWE's plan for the U.S. title. Anyways, this goes without saying, but this is also your super spoiler warning for the rest of the article. WWE only has a couple of episodes left before Night of Champions. It doesn't appear that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have spots on the Saudi Arabian show, but they will certainly get a big chance to make their first impression on SmackDown. So that's interesting, at least somewhat. Gonna catch back up on the chat here. Life is great, and Sharks appreciate. No, we do not. How dare you? We're not putting that out there. Woozy does not. He did not say that. Woozy didn't stop trying to throw Woozy under the bus. Give me 5 minutes, I'll be on the broadcast, Woozy said. The co-host with the most, joining the host with the most, the most must-see show on YouTube TV, the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period, getting woozinated tonight. Fantastic. But anyway, Woozy did not say that, Glenola. How dare you? Put words, actually, you put words on people's fingers. Because they put words in people's mouths, but really what you're doing is putting words on people's fingertips.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out. Forearm to the face.
The Sharks do not. The Sharks don't appreciate anything. They just want to eat shit. They just want to eat things. They're apex predators. All right. So while we're waiting for Woozy,
right to the midsection. And she is
looks like the Bloodline is set for a major drama on SmackDown this week. This is another article from Felix Upton, ringsidenews.com.
Punch straight to the face, staves off the attack.
So Roman Reigns is still leading the Bloodline, even though he's reportedly taking a long hiatus soon as champion, by the way. He's taking a long hiatus as champion. That's lovely. Anyway, Jimmy and Jey Uso have disappointed the Tribal Chief time and time again, but it seems there is no end to that, really. We previously reported a few spoilers for SmackDown this week. This goes without saying, but again, this is a warning. We're going to spoil SmackDown somewhat right now. BWE, who has proven track record of getting insider WWE reports correct behind his private Twitter account, tweeted out a few spoilers for SmackDown. In those spoilers, he included a very interesting note about WWE's plan for the Bloodline this week. It says the Usos will F up and Roman won't be happy. So I'm going to guess that the Usos somehow cost Roman and Solo the tag team championships, is what I'm guessing ahead of time here. And number 10 is Svetlana Madroska. It's down to Svetlana and the Wildcat, Ashley Marie from the Wolfpack Gals. This is going to be interesting. AM still looking to grab the brass ring again after returning to the squared circle. Svetlana is already #1 contender to the YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. And of course you have Stephanie Wolf, who's not even in this. While we're talking about contenders, we do have another contender for the WrestleWars Genesis Women's World Championship. That is Stephanie Wolf. So there's a few women looking to grab the brass ring right now. Svetlana in trouble. Oh, there she goes. She did it. Ashley Marie did it. Wildcat Ashley Marie representing the Wolfpack Gals, and of course Team AMC Me has won the Gauntlet Rumble, so she takes the opportunity of being able to challenge any champion of her choosing back to the Wolfpack. Wolfpack is just collecting opportunity after opportunity and looking to collect more championship gold to add to their Hall of Fame, their Wall of Fame. All right, so congratulations to the Wolfpack Gals, the Wolfpack, and of course Team AMC Me and the Wildcat Ashley Marie. All right, now the #1 contender to any title of her choosing. All right, here we go. On to the next match of the evening. This is the men's Gauntlet-style Rumble match.
Thanks, Nightbreeze Aldo. How do you highlight someone's name like that?
And here we go. Here's your lineup for the men's Gauntlet-style Rumble matchup. And just like the women's Gauntlet-style Rumble match, the victor will have the opportunity to challenge any champion of their choosing at any time of their choosing. So we're starting off with Tenacious B is in the house. The Iceman, Christian Hart. We have Demon, previously known as Demon Killer. Gabriel Graves from Team Punisher, of course. Still looking to grab a brass ring. Going to try and make the most of tonight's opportunity. We have Ace Daddy T Styles with his third match returning under a new moniker and a badass new attitude entering this Gauntlet-style Rumble match. We also have the Wolfman Alan Severn. Carino, Sinister Farmer. We have Dex Adam Kenny Jackson and the Gooner. This is going to be one hell of a slobber knocker.
Okay, cool.
There's no betting line open, but what do you guys think? Who's going to win this gauntlet matchup? Who's going to win it? Who's walking out of here number one contender to any title of their choosing? We're going to find out right now, because here we go without further ado. Matchup number 2, Gauntlet-style Rumble matchup. Let's go. All right. And there we go. Just going to catch up on the chat here real quick.
The following contest
let's see.
Elimination match.
Build Intro works with the right buff potions. I must have missed something.
The participants. First, representing the Wolfpack from another time.
Kraken does not appreciate Archer Love. He did not say that, Glenola.
The Professor.
The pressure is on.
Life is Great did not say that. Woozy did not say that.
The superstar has succeeded
How dare you?
at the
Anyway.
highest levels under the most pressure and the brightest of lights. Tonight should be no different.
How do you highlight someone's name like that? It auto highlights when your name is entered. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know that. Hey, Woozy. What's going on, Woozy? Welcome in.
Thank you, Archer. How you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. I really enjoyed that first matchup, actually, the Gauntlet matchup. I couldn't believe Ashley Marie actually pulled that off. I was thinking to myself it'd be cool if she did, because she returned a short spell ago, hasn't quite grabbed the brass ring yet.
Best shape of his career,
and she ended up doing just that, so I was like, that's cool. Now, unfortunately, she's not a member of the Coalition anymore. She runs with the Wolfpack, but...
Fucking traitor.
Right? How dare she? Coalition's going to be doing a little recruiting soon. They do have their eye on someone. They do have their eye on someone.
Oh, they do, huh?
They do. They do. A former member that was on a hiatus for a while, come back with a new look, new badass attitude, new moniker, but...
I may know who that could be, but
yeah.
I won't spoil it.
Nah, we won't spoil it for now. It's purely rumor at this point. Purely rumor.
It is.
So hey, what do you think of? Like, so I know they have a lot they need to deal with first and foremost. Yo, Christian Hart is drawing number 1. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. We'll see what the Iceman's made of tonight. I think this is
but an incredible obstacle.
fair.
Remember the rules
well,
of the Royal Rumble match.
actually, we can't say that.
Toss him over the top
'cause he
rope
could
and
be.
both feet hit the floor. The last person
He just won't be 30 and 30. He might be 1 and 30.
Rumble and have their name
Sir Jack
etched
says
in
Iceman for the
history.
win.
Iceman for the win. Do you think the Iceman's gonna make it all the way through and win this thing? Wow.
I'm sorry, Christian Cole, but I don't see
1-1.
I mean,
Christian Hart is he's a good competitor, but I don't think he's
You
got
did
what it
Archer.
takes to
I
go
was
the
saying
whole
I
way.
tested a build with
historically
Mario
speaking,
earlier
he
to see
does
if
not
it's
do
surviving
well
all
in
games,
multi-man
and it was
matches.
the right
I will say
buff.
that.
No, he does not.
In singles matches, however,
A very high
he's
pressure
very
situation
accomplished,
ahead for this guy, but he is more
especially
than
in
ready for it.
submission matches, and I mean, he's technically sound. So, Kraken Skull says, you did, Archer. I was saying I tested a build with Terrera earlier to see if it's viable, and the game build, and it is with the right buff. Okay, gotcha. So are you actually going to stream again?
Action begins as the countdown to our next entrant gets underway.
I mean, you finally started streaming again. We even got my shout out recreated, looking sexy, and then you just disappeared
who
again.
knows what surprises await in this one?
And
That's
hurt
what
our
makes the Royal
feelings.
Rumble so exciting.
We're very upset.
Kraken, how dare you?
How
Rains down an elbow
dare you?
retaliation.
Right?
Oh my God, what an elbow!
YouTube.
We need to have a Kraken Skulls
Suplex.
going live during the daytime to entertain the masses.
And
We do
finds a
not.
counter.
Next Tuesday, and sorry I've had a lot
Next
going on.
Tuesday. And sorry, I've had a lot going on. Yeah, well, I understand that. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when I first started
that
making my
can
life
rock
changes,
you.
I took, what did I take, like a month off, a little over a month off?
Yeah,
Something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I was always
Get him
returning.
into the
There was no doubt that,
Able to
I said
reverse. Right
during
across
that
the
whole
face.
thing that, we were not going anywhere. You know, we've made some slight adjustments. We're down to one live show, or one live scheduled show per week rather than two. That way I don't have, because I've still got a lot going on the good side, like very positive things, very good things happening.
Well, good to hear, though. As long as you're doing good and not doing bad.
Oh, things are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I could not, I don't know, write a fictional story and plan my life better than it's turning out. It's just weird, but it's good. So, but I still got a lot going on, things to do. Like for instance, I just I rekindled with my oldest daughter, and I just met my 2-year-old granddaughter not long ago. So I've got a lot of bonding to do there. There's things going on, but all positive. So I, instead of having the,
What did I say? What did I say?
yeah, he is.
Confidence or a wasted opportunity to attack your opponent.
Look
who we have
And Tenacious B, the one standing strong right now. Carino Farmer. Ooh, Carino Farmer. Carino Farmer got planted.
Far into the
Good
match,
Lord, Tenacious B is a savage. But anyway, yeah, so I, instead of having the hectic schedule of 2 scheduled shows plus anything else we do aside from that, I thought one scheduled show is, that way it's a little less stressful.
Know when to lay low because you're in for the long haul here.
Yeah, so, but we've been having additional shows. We've had some turn. Oh, geez, Carino Farmer gone already. Tenacious B is cleaning house. So far, Tenacious B standing tall here.
Now there's a guy you do not want to see at this point.
And here comes, formerly known as Demon Killer, he is just now known as Demon.
I was saying Archer was busy getting lucky.
I think that's on Team Golden Gamer.
Looking for elimination here.
No, I don't think so. I'd have to look. He hasn't been on the scene as long as a lot of the others, so I still forget where he came from. But he just, I think it might be maybe D's Nuts.
Could be looking for the exploder here.
No, it's, oh, it is Golden. Yeah, sorry, it is Golden.
Stop gloating and put your attention back to the match. And look who's coming to the ring now, guys.
This could possibly change the complexion.
You may want to hold on to your thought process. Here comes Ace Daddy, T Styles.
Oh shit, come on, my guy.
Oh God, that looked devastating.
So far, so good. Oh! Damn, he is all over.
Cutter. This one could be
all over Tenacious B right now, to be fair. Tenacious B's kind of gone through half of the
Great way to wear down your opponent.
roster that's in this matchup so far, but
abdominal stretch.
Fighting out of it.
That's one way to get out of it.
Ace Daddy, T Styles. Ooh, monkey flip.
He thought this was a submission match.
He thought it was a submission match. He's a submission specialist. He entered the wrong matchup, damn it.
He did.
Oh my God. Oh my. Is anybody going to beat today? Is Tenacious B? Should we just award him the match now? Or?
Put your attention back to the match.
No.
Wow.
There he is. He looks focused on the task at hand.
Alan said, you know what? I'm not even getting back to the dirt sheet. I'm just going to watch this match. This is exciting. Here comes the Wolfman. Let's see what Severn can. Oh, elbow right to the face by Severn. I mean, he's a savage too, though. He is a beast. Oh, Tenacious B kicked him right in the lippies. That probably didn't feel too good. That is not the type of soul food you want. That's the wrong type of soul food. Oh shit! Look at that! Oh my! Wow! Oh, fuck! He just powerbombed right into the ring.
Who's gonna enter next?
Alan Severn coming in and making a statement. Holy shit! Did you see that?
Someone who can change the complexion of this match in a major way.
No, it is a Gauntlet-style Rumble match.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what a knee.
Alan Severn should have been paying attention. He was gloating a little bit there. Did you see that? When does Severn? He does not do that very often. But he got caught.
No, he does not.
Using the elbow to escape the attack.
It definitely backfired. The Gooner in the house. And ooh, that was a nasty, nasty uppercut right there. Did you see that? Wow. That bare knuckle boxing background of the Gooners coming into play there.
Disrupts the attack.
It was
With an elbow
vicious.
to the gut.
Both superstars
Severed.
showing great awareness of their opponent's repertoire.
He'll eat just about anything, though. Probably
And
those
just
punches
like
include.
that,
Oh my
he's
God! He just tossed him right over the rope.
Who's coming out
Just
next?
flung him over like a rag doll.
He's taking a
Wow.
moment to feel the crowd, but he
Severn
better focus on
standing
the
tall,
opposition.
which is weird to say because he's
Oh,
a little on the
man,
short
here
side.
he comes.
Little on the short
Here's
side.
hoping to make a
And here we
big
go again.
impact here tonight.
He is showboating. Gabriel Graves. Oh, well, he made it back up.
Slipped out of that one just in
Nice
time.
reversal by Graves.
Press
Oh,
and
can
the
you sell it lately?
piston-like
He has
right
not, but he did
hands.
win a belt.
Oh, my goodness. Just striking at
Nice.
will.
He did. He was in the matchup with Kenny Jackson against Carmelo Hayes for the Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship and
Oh,
won.
this is going to be ugly.
Beat
This
both
isn't
of them
gonna
to
be
win it too,
good.
by the way.
Set up.
Oh! Well, that's a taste of his own medicine if I've ever seen it.
Listen to this crowd.
God damn.
Count the next one
Gabriel
in.
Graves just powerbombed the Wolfman over the top rope.
Okay, already, we get it. Stop looking
Goodbye.
for
And here
adulation
comes
from the crowd
Kenny
and get back into
Jackson
the
from
fight.
Team Honeybee
Well, now
Wrestling.
This should be interesting.
What an exciting addition to this
Oh,
match.
that is the wrong time to showboat. Oh, snake eyes. Did that shit to himself, too.
And deep
What
into
was
the
he
match,
thinking?
he's taking on more
He
offense.
did. Oh my God, he kicked him right over the rope. Kenny Jackson, just like that, comes in and wins the Gauntlet Rumble. It is now the #1 contender to whichever championship he decides to choose. That was crazy. Wow. Congratulations to Team Honeybee Wrestling and Kenny Jackson. Holy shit. That was fucking phenomenal.
Of the showcase of the Immortals.
I hope
All right,
Defying the
Lola.
odds, accomplishing the seemingly
Lurk away, my
impossible.
friend.
That's what
Appreciate you
elimination
being here
matches
either way.
are all about.
Although I don't know how easy it is to lurk on YouTube.
It's not easy at all.
No, because as soon as you change to a different application, your YouTube shuts down on you. It's quite ghastly, actually.
great to see you
Um,
again, Breather Kraken.
They need to fix that shit.
Glow says, great to see Yopu again, Breotha.
I don't
Kraken.
think you can lurk.
I don't know what kind of language that shit is, but that was fun. I don't think you can lurk. No, you really can't. Well, I mean, you could. You'd have to, like, leave the application open and then go fall asleep somewhere. You know, it could be done. Don't fucking tell me it could. How dare you, Kraken, try to find reasons not to watch the Archivers TV live. What is going on right now? Somebody ban Kraken. Can we ban people here? We can't ban people here. We can't ban you. At least not that I know of.
I tried banning you, but it didn't work.
You tried to ban me? Nice. I feel the love. I appreciate it. It's noble. Noble intentions. Oh my God. You're becoming a woozy
My
Hulk,
phone lets me look at the spin
eating
lock,
healthier,
so
and
that's
you're
cool.
becoming a
LOL.
savage too all at the same time.
I am. I gotta do something.
We gotta blame your father for this. He is behind all of this. I blame your father.
Yeah, but you can't blame Lucy.
No, I cannot blame Lucy. Miss Lucy. Where is Lucy?
Yeah, I do too. Trust me.
Yeah. Lucy is it with your sister
I need
or?
something to drink.
With my mom and sister, yeah.
Kraken says, I need something to drink. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're thirsty, you probably should get a drink. That's what most people do, Kraken. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there for you, buddy. I mean, you're a grown-ass man.
So how's your coffee intake?
I drinking less of it, actually.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, much less. Plus,
How about the puppy?
I don't have the giant puppy anymore, but I do have 2 new dogs.
I'm being lazy and don't wanna get up. Emoji rolling
Well,
on
he
the
stayed
floor laughing.
at my other
Emoji
residence.
rolling on the
Or
floor
my former
laughing. Emoji rolling
residence.
on the floor laughing.
Yes.
Emoji rolling on the floor
Yes.
laughing.
So he lives with my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went back to my old life where I belong. It's a long story, really. At the end of the
I'm
day,
the same during the
I was supposed to
summer.
marry
don't
somebody
drink as much
before,
coffee.
and now I'm back with that person, and plans are proceeding, and we're back to where we should have been. That's the short form. The long form, you probably wouldn't believe if I told you. So, because I still have trouble believing it, and I'm
But I
living it.
forgot
So it's just one of those
TLS, I'm
things.
sorry.
I actually said to somebody once, I said, if somebody told me this story, I would like literally think they were bullshitting.
TTS.
But it's just one of those things. But I have a fantastic support system at work that helped get me to where I am, which is weird to say. They got tired of seeing me live the way I was living, and they rallied up and got behind me and picked me up when I was falling down a little bit, and then literally eventually pushed me right back towards my fiance. So, and that's a very, very good thing. So life is good. Life is good.
Well, and since I've been here, I've lost 48 pounds.
48 pounds you're down now. That's amazing. 48. And so what do you find the biggest change? Oh, actually, before you answer that, before we get into any further conversation, we may as well get to the next match of the night. It is a tag team elimination matchup between the new, by the way. I don't know if you watched Wrestle Wars Genesis, but the new, believe it or not, Wrestle Wars Genesis World Tag Team Champions, the Creed Brothers, take it on
Let's go,
NWO's Big Sexy Kevin Nash and Six. And, of course, in the loop here is Mitchell Vaughn, Fat Lad from Team Dogface. And, of course, he's teaming up with a partner in crime from the Weapons of Mass Destruction, the man called Drek from Team Deadrex. The Weapons of Mass versus NWO versus the World Tag Team Champions, the Creed Brothers, is next. And what do you think about that particular matchup, Woozy?
It looks fire.
I mean, the Creed Brothers have literally just, first of all, they snuck into YTD and started winning titles. Then they've snuck onto the main roster and didn't just make a statement, they took championship gold with them. They took so of course I don't know if you watched last night's show, or at least its entirety, but the champions were the Wolfpack, which was Dex Adam and Psychosis Kyle Riley.
Yeah, I fell asleep after my match.
Yeah, now it wasn't a 2-on-2 match. It was a triple threat tornado tag team matchup just like this one. But I was super impressed, and it was funny because I said going in, I didn't use the words dark horse, but I was basically alluding to the fact that they were dark horses and could very well sneak in and win those titles, and they did. They did. I think I jinxed the tag team division last night, to be fair.
You always do.
I know, right? All right, here we go. Without further ado, triple threat tornado tag team action. The winners will, of course, become the #1 contenders to the YTD Academy Men's World Tag Team Championships. Actually, they're not World Tag Team Champions. They are Tag Team Champions. The only World Tag Team titles are on Wrestle Wars Genesis. I don't know why I say that all the time. It's just, it rolls off your tongue. You want to say World Tag Team Championships.
It's quite ghastly on your behalf.
Right? It is shameful. I should ban myself. But anyways, here we go. Time to turn and burn in the tag team division. So anyways, what do you think of that matchup?
I'm going with NWO.
You're going with NWO on this? And there's the new Wrestle Wars Genesis Tag Team Championships, by the way.
On the way to the ring.
I don't know if you had a chance to see those yet.
515 pounds.
Yeah, very, very nice championships. We just unveiled those last night on Genesis, actually. When they snuck in and shocked the world, I think. Even though I did allude to the fact that it could happen. I guess could and actually happening are two different things. I do understand that, to be fair. But
fair enough. Yeah, for me, the hardest thing that I've done here since I've been in Illinois is changing my eating habits.
Yeah, oh, yes, let's talk about that. So what is your biggest change besides portioning? Obviously, you're going to tell me you portion now, but I mean, if you weren't, you're probably you're doing something miraculous. But what do you have you changed anything you used to eat and no longer do? Beverages, anything like that?
I've cut back on the junk food tremendously.
Yeah, junk food. You know what's funny is a lot of the time, and don't get me wrong, we don't want to advertise the fact that people should increase their intake of junk food. A lot of the times, it's not even the junk food that we're eating that does it. It's regular foods, but are high in maybe potassium, or in some cases sodiums or sugars, or you know what I mean, like meats and different fruits and vegetables. If you're not careful, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. Just the way it is. There's.
This is gonna be
I used
good.
to have two bags of the party side potato chips.
Like 2 full bags, big bags or small bags?
Yeah, the big bags.
In a day?
Combined weight of
Every 2 days, 2 big bags. Right.
And then of course my Cheetos.
You are looking at some highly motivated competitors in this match.
Oh,
looking to
everybody
steal
loves
the show
Cheetos.
and capture the
I like the
attention
flaming hot
of the
ones.
entire WWE universe.
Does,
They're delish.
The thing with me is I could eat a bag of those in a day
Yeah.
and not give 2 shits.
Yeah, so you just can't eat stuff like that until you can control that portion of your eating habits.
More stuff in the foods we eat, like high fructose.
Oh, have you?
corn
Nice.
syrup and a lot of
Make
stuff.
a part of that chips last 4, maybe 5 days.
Yeah. Life is great. Did a little chant there for you. She's very proud of the fact that you've lost 48 pounds since moving. So that's 1 year, right? 48 pounds is a big deal. Now, did you gain any muscle in that? Like, are you doing a little bit of exercising to not just increase cardio, but what about your protein intake? Like, are you doing anything differently that way?
With multiple teams facing off, things are going to get frantic fast.
Whatever team comes out of this with their hand raised is going to make a strong case for being the best in WWE.
Kraken says America adds more stuff in foods we eat, like high fructose corn syrup and a lot of stuff. Yeah, so high fructose corn syrup here is now illegal in most places because it's absolutely terrible for you.
Back elbow completely
Absolutely
cuts them
terrible
off.
for you.
Back and forth from these competitors. And another counter. And now a series of stomps and kicks. Oh, great display of strength with the suplex. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that. Back.
The Canadian government banned TikTok as far as government officials go. They're not allowed to use TikTok.
Combination. That was a power bomb with one message in mind.
Well, yes and no. I mean,
destruction.
the problem is TikTok has turned a lot of people into drones, and that's all they do. And, you know, they think they're going to become the next great TikTok success and win lots of money. And meanwhile, they're just, you know, they're doing not doing anything beneficial to themselves on a daily basis. They're just sitting in front of those TikTok videos. I sort of get it. And it's affecting kids. It's affecting their focus on things like learning and educating themselves. Like, there's a lot of... I kind of get it. But, I mean, someday the internet, period, is going to be restricted. I keep saying that. Some people think I'm crazy, but I say there will become a day, because governments, more so than ever, don't trust one another. And I still think there'll come a day where... inside each country you'll have internet, but it'll be more like a giant intranet. So if you want any information that's accessible outside of your own country that they don't want you to know, you'll have to pay for it, and there'll be a high cost for that. I don't think the internet will be as free as it is now in, say, 20 years.
Fair enough.
I don't. For many reasons. Many reasons. But, and then there may come a day where there is no internet. You know? Let's face it.
With such ease. Maybe that was just to keep his opponent off balance.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, the internet's only been around since 1995.
Oh, I know that, but these kids...
2 count, wards off the pin at 2.
Somehow, some
Well, they'll just kill each other off, and my generation will have to repopulate. That sounds like fun.
Counter, and now there's an opening. And what a maneuver we just saw there.
But honestly, I think the next major war, which could be years and years away from happening, one of the first things they'll do is take out communications, satellites, and everything else. We'll lose internet and a pile of other things.
Kevin Nash reversing it.
So it'll happen.
Lands the elbow.
Whether or not it's in our lifetime, who knows?
That's
But
not the case.
But let's go
I
back to the
can't see the goal in the ground, but
Yeah, no, he doesn't get the three.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this
Light
match.
says, I sure hope that's not the case. I could see it that way, but how would we enjoy the most must-see? Well, that's the thing, though. Like, America and Canada would probably still have some sort of deal. Like, we've always worked in unison with so many things. That wouldn't affect Canada. But I'm talking, like, outside of North America.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Outside North America. I don't think Canadians and Americans would have any problems with their communications as a whole. But, like, you won't be able to just freely access information in Russia.
We know what's next. Sky high.
Right?
Way up there.
Right.
It'll cost way more money to do so, and then more further for downloading or borrowing content. It'll happen. Trust me.
Those kind of maneuvers will send you. He may get the 3 count right here.
It will happen eventually. And it'll be simply over a matter
How did he do that?
of, you know, distrust between countries. That's basically what's going to do it.
And he's able to reverse.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. about
Yeah.
that.
And another just
But anyways,
non-stop aggression.
Wait a minute.
AEW, what were you going to say?
Devastating submission coming.
Yep.
Crossface chicken wings in. Oh boy. This will kill your butt.
Look at breaking the legs and now breaking the arms.
I mean, do you want my honest opinion, or do you just want me to give one?
Whatever's playing here can't be good.
I want your honesty.
They don't.
Whipped into the
The Elite does nothing for them.
Did you see that?
I'll-
Will it be?
I like MJF. I like Darby Allin. I like Jungle Boy. I like a lot of their homegrown talents. And the Elite are not as good as most people parade them off to be, and that annoys me.
The crossface chicken wing.
The official asking him,
I've had conversations where people tried to sell me on the fact that they were the best tag team in the world. Well, I don't think they are.
I don't see that.
First and foremost, I think FTR is the greatest tag team in the world right now.
Sequence of reversals there.
Behind them, I'm sorry, I got to toss the Usos in there because they are phenomenal.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
into a ripcord lariat.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and do a top 10 list or anything, but the Usos and FTR are both better than the Young Bucks, and there's now, don't get me wrong, Kenny Omega is a fantastic wrestler. He's very good technically, very charismatic.
Does he have him here?
But I mean, who is he better than in well, actually in WWE he might be better than some people right now. But if you look at
Taking a hold of 6 here.
if you look at say New Japan
We
or
might just be seconds away from the end.
actually New Japan is probably the only example right now.
Oh, he knew what was coming.
That's probably the only example. I don't know, I might have to backtrack that statement. I think Kenny Omega might be one of the better wrestlers in the world right now. I was trying to think of some other people, but you know what?
Julius gets met with a response.
With a lot of people in different organizations having contracts expire, and who knows where they are wrestling in the Indies, or when we're going to see them again. And you look at the landscape, Kenny Omega is kind of a big thing right now, I think.
He really is.
Yeah, he is.
And referee cuts off the counting 1.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
Oh, Nash answers
Yeah, you
back.
like that?
I do.
Rapid shots right to the gut.
I'm a
Vicious,
huge
aggressive
fan of
attacks.
Belly to belly suplex.
Yeah. See, I'm not as big of a Moxley fan as some are. Like for me, he was always the weak link in the Shield, and even though he became WWE champion, I really didn't think he deserved it.
Reversals, and more reversals.
And people were always like, "Oh, it's just how WWE's booking him." Well, okay, well now he's in AEW. He's doing basically the exact same thing with a new name. I mean, now the only difference is they don't restrict what he says, so that's more fun.
Wasteland into a senton.
And he's allowed to be a little more hardcore in or strong style, whichever you want to call it, in nature. So that also is a little more fun. But other than that, it's basically the same, you know. So, but now
Gotta be kidding.
Bryan Danielson, however, that guy I could watch wrestle all day long.
Looking for the back suplex. Nope.
He's phenomenal.
Counters. This could
You
be
know,
an opportunity.
whether you remember him as Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, doesn't matter.
Man, look at this. It's like he's got
That
8 arms
dude
and feet.
can wrestle his ass off. I've always been a Bryan Danielson supporter. Always.
Boom. And what's he looking for here?
Now that said,
We know what this means.
and seeing how we're on the topic of AEW, and there doesn't seem to be a ton of interesting stuff in the dirt sheets tonight anyways.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa. Drek just got powerbombed over the top rope by Kevin Nash. What is with powerbombing over the top rope today? They're trying to break people tonight. Like we're not, just slammed him against the steel steps.
Yeah, my client was a victim of the
He manages to kick out. What's
Are we down to Nash, Drek, and Fat Lad here? We are. Wow. Here we are talking away. We didn't even realize there's been eliminations.
Ready to have his arm raised and head back to the
One from
locker room,
each
but not
team
anymore.
gone.
This thing's still going.
You know, that's something interesting because that doesn't normally happen, right? Usually it's 2 from one team and 1 from another. Here we have 1 participant from each of the teams that walked into this contest. Look at Fat Lad. Fat Lad going airborne here. Air Fat Lad. Who's he going after? He's going after that. Oh, missile drop kick from the top rope. God damn.
When you dive ringside.
What does he call that move? I wonder. The fat missile? Everything is fat. Twist of fat. Faton bomb. I don't know. I'm just ad-libbing for him a little bit, maybe. Or maybe he calls it that. Who knows? Here he goes again.
He's got the target acquired.
We're going to finish him.
Oh my God. Holy shit, he knocked him out.
The official has to call it.
And I was wrong, by the way. Mitchell Vaughn and Drek are on the same damn team.
This one was no exception.
So it was literally down to Nash from the NWO and the Weapons of Mass Destruction. And Fat Lad just knocked him out with a Faton bomb from the top rope. When was the last time you ever saw that?
Here are your winners.
When was the last time? Oh my God, that was awesome.
And a big-time victory.
So the Weapons of Mass Destruction now, whether the Freebird rule exists, right? So whether or not it's Fat Lad, Mitchell Vaughn, and Drek, or others within their faction, they can now officially challenge for the YTD Academy Tag Team Championship. Again, whether it's those two specifically that challenge for those titles, we will see. That's up to the Weapons of Mass Destruction. But congratulations to Dogface and, of course, Drek on their team's huge victory. Fat Lad Mitchell Vaughn and the man called Drek with a big win in tonight's Triple Threat Tag Team Elimination matchup. All right, and here we go on to the next match of the night. And this is a big one. This is an 8-man tag to brag elimination style matchup. And look at the villains in this matchup. We've got the Steiners and the Hart Foundation teaming up together to take on Demolition and their partners in crime for the night, the Coalition. This is going to be one hell of a matchup. Woozy, what do you think about this one?
Pay their life.
I am so confused in this match. I will not know who to fucking predict on this one.
Well,
we've got eight good wrestlers here.
It's a win-win for the fans, I think, because I think no matter who wins this match, I think we're going to see some great technical wrestling. We're going to see some brawling. We're going to see some high-flying. I think this is just going to be a great all-around matchup to watch in general. But, of course, I'm going with Team Demolition, mostly because, well, they chose the Coalition as their partners. I mean, what do you want from me? But that said,
You can't go wrong with the Coalition, though, either.
Well, that too. But that said, you know, a little bittersweet because Hart Foundation, my favorite tag team of all time, and of course one of my other favorite tag teams of all time, the Steiner Brothers. Now we got to beat them up, or at least hopefully. I say that, and then Honeybee Wrestling. Yo, Honeybee, Kenny Jackson was in action earlier today. Did you know that? Were you here for that? Did you hear about that? It is trending worldwide. How could you not know about that by now? Honeybee Wrestling, did you know? Honeybee, I'm talking to you. Hello?
No.
Honeybee? 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 Oh, there you are. No. Yes, so Kenny Jackson had a fire match earlier. He was involved in a Gauntlet-style Rumble match. And you're going to want to check that out, Honeybee. And since we're on YouTube, by the way, you can rewind live TV here. So you can actually do that and then catch back up later, if you want to. But it was a fire match. Kenny Jackson, Gauntlet-style Rumble match. I won't tell you what happened at the end.
Neither will I.
Well, I mean, here's a spoiler. Here's a spoiler for you. Somebody won. Somebody won the match. But anyways,
is that what happened, Archer?
that's
somebody won that match.
Somebody won the match. facts. It is facts, I tell you. All right, let's go turn and burn time. We are one match away, this being that matchup from the championship rounds, and wait until you see those matchups. Absolute fire. We are going to set the squared circle ablaze tonight. If this match doesn't do it, the next three are going to spark. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, never mind. I was about to say, where's Christian Hart, but I forgot this is Bret Hart and Jim. I'm so used to Bret Hart coming out with the Iceman. And with some of the crazy crap that's been going on lately with naked wrestlers showing up and other such things, I thought
is so amped up for this one.
Yeah, it happened again. It happened again before the 1.0 patch.
What in the hell have I missed?
Or not 1.0, 1.10.
What in the world have I missed?
Yeah, it was nuts. I believe it was last week's Wrestle Wars Genesis, I believe. By the way, Woozy, have you seen the new Legends Championship? Scott Steiner, who won the Legends Championship on Wrestle Wars Genesis, wearing that belt proudly. Look at that beautiful belt.
531 pounds.
And it's, of course, an ode, a throwback to a few different championships, too. I don't know. I did explain it, but I don't know if anybody else... It depends who was there for the show. But, yeah, there's a few different championships all in one there to make that Legends Championship. The Legends Champion, Scott Steiner. But tonight, this is not about singles competition. This is about tag team competition, and even more so, faction war is what this really is.
The WWE Universe on their feet.
And here we go. Here comes the winningest tag team in Archerverse history. From Team Complete the Geek TV, and of course Team The Turret Man. The Terror Johnny Braddock and Cyborg Adam Colossus, who, by the way, will be going into the Hall of Legends. And that show is going down very, very soon, so stay tuned for that. The very first award show for the Archerverse TV. It's kind of weird, right? We've never done an award show.
The WWE Universe more than ready to see this one start.
I considered it.
It's going to be good.
Inside the second season, but I wanted to wait until we had more history. I wanted to wait till we had, it had to be the right time. You can't just be popping at award shows. Look what happened when they overdid the Slammy Awards.
Which time?
Never was really a fan of that.
Neither was I. It was
no.
Like...
Anybody else?
The championship are awarded enough.
Anybody else a fan of the Slammy Awards? I don't know. I just personally am not. So anyways, aside from AEW conversation, is there anything else that you were... anything else you wanted to discuss at all that was fresh on your mind regarding any of the promotions, wrestlers in general?
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off that Woman Reigns.
They are ready for battle.
For another woman's going for another title. It's like, isn't two enough for you, fucker?
That is annoying. I have a feeling, though, that Jimmy and Jay are going to either accidentally or accidentally on purpose cause them those titles, though. And check it out. Here comes the one with the Wrestle Wars Genesis Television Championship, proudly around his waist for just the second time in history, by the way. Did you know that's the only championship that's really never changed in design?
The WWE Universe has been counting the days, hours, and minutes.
The centerpiece inside the television is the only part that changed. That's it. Everything else remained the same. And the World Championship just changed for the first time. We had basically the same design from 1.0 right straight through. I don't know if you've seen the new World Championship. Did you see the new World Championship yet?
No, I haven't.
You didn't? Okay. But yeah, anyways, I think a lot of people are disgruntled with the whole Roman Reigns and Solo going for the universe. Number one, I don't know. I doubt they would ever put those titles on them. And by the way, are we going to split those up? Because the reason we got a world championship on Raw was because Roman Reigns went to SmackDown with those two titles, he still has those two titles for some reason. I don't know why they haven't been amalgamated into one.
I don't know either.
Like, we have 3 world titles right now. That's ridiculous.
Tag team action is underway. Elimination rules. Once a teammate is eliminated, the other must continue to compete until they are eliminated.
Now it sounds like he's going to be taking basically an elongated hiatus, and he's going to be keeping his belts as he does it. Or belt, whatever they decide to do with that there.
I don't agree with that either.
He takes control.
There's a crucifix. Nicely done.
Give it to somebody else, and then
caught with that sharp elbow.
Then whenever he comes back,
and Brett gets countered.
Another reversal. Eye for an eye here.
Fair. I mean,
elbow thrown, saying not today.
It depends how long he's going to be gone, I guess.
Heart landing awkward.
The old rule is I think they have to defend it at least twice within the year or something like that as the world champion. I don't know if that rule still exists or not.
Double underhook applied. Butterfly suplex.
I don't know, but
Corey, where the match is unpredictable, as chaotic as Falls Count Anywhere, can you even formulate a strategy, or do you just kind of have to play this sort of thing by ear?
Actually, Cole, the main strategy here is to embrace the chaos.
I think it's because he's been champion so long, it's hard to get him to just drop those titles. You know what I mean? It's just
and the opposition.
He's on a historic run. And so is Gunther, by the way. I hope that continues, because I'd really like to see it. He's gotten this far. He may as well now be the one that beats Honky Tonk Man's record.
Hold on a second.
What do you think about that?
Finding a submission hold here.
I would agree. I like Gunther.
There it is, the abdominal stretch.
Grabbing the ankle for extra torque. Sharp elbows. And a hip toss to escape.
To me, that's fucking dumb.
I think he'll squash Mustafa Ali.
Oh, I do too. That goes without saying.
Perhaps thinking about what to do next here.
Don't do this. Don't do it!
And they just busted out an impactful maneuver.
I think
they're slamming their face down.
When you're the part of Retribution.
Big
yeah, you might be right about
finds
that.
Its mark.
I don't know really what they're going to do with him going forward.
Kick to the gut.
They could do something, but I don't know. At this point, they kind of need to repackage him a bit, maybe.
Well, I know.
Down with a power bomb. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt.
He's not with Happy Corbin anymore. What is Baron Corbin doing anyways, guys?
The lights are dimming for the Hitman.
Makes a cover. Oh, and he kicked out at two.
He just kicked out by a fraction of a second.
Baron Corbin, if they plan on repackaging it again.
Back into the ring.
They need to give him a title.
Well, the whole thing with JBL didn't work out.
Able to reverse that one. Discus clothesline.
So much momentum.
Well, it just wasn't getting over. You know what I mean? Like, it just was not getting over. But anyways,
great power.
Aside from that, anything else interesting that you can think of that we could be discussing, or
nothing
tag made.
No?
Tag
Okay.
made. Steiner might be looking to fly.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot going on in the sheets tonight.
Brutal forearm.
Right after the ankle.
Although there is apparently a spoiler on WWE's plan for the U.S. title match at Night of Champions.
He's just recomposing himself.
What's coming next? A back suplex.
So that's ringsidenews.com. Felix Upton. He's done quite a few. Hey, that's a question. How come the new U.S. title still isn't in 2K23?
Falcon Arrow.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Like it is if you want to utilize their belt system, but if you want to customize or anything, it's not available.
He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
It's weird. Neither is the women's tag titles.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
You can't manipulate them at all. You can't. It's strange.
He avoids the damage.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tap.
Also strange. that Bray Wyatt had to be added as a DLC.
Exactly. Oh! I don't know why they couldn't do what they did for
this team working like a well-oiled machine. Oh, man, targeting the gut.
I was just confused about that. I don't know. But anyways, so WWE is gearing up for another trip to Saudi Arabia on May 27th. And they have a lot that needs to happen on SmackDown before the event can take place. Night of Champions already looks like it will be a night to remember. We previously reported that WWE is likely going to add even more matches to Night of Champions, mainly a United States title match. It appears that is in the pipeline and will probably be part of SmackDown this week. BWE, who has a reputation for nailing stories behind their private Twitter, posted a tweet that could spoil WWE's direction for the U.S. title. It appears that Sheamus will step up to the challenge, step up to challenge Austin Theory next. Sheamus goes for U.S. title.
Will this be enough?
It says we'll have to wait to see how everything pans out when the show goes live. SmackDown plans usually come together on Thursday night, but they are taping a double episode this week to accommodate their trip to Saudi Arabia for Night of Champions.
He's looking for an implement
and of course, they'll keep everybody updated. Well, that wasn't as juicy as I thought it was going to be.
Eating a knee on the reversal.
That was just kind of disappointing if you ask me.
What the hell? Ryback. This is interesting. Ryback apparently takes credit for the Shield having #1 debut in WWE history. I have to read that.
Yes, you do. I want to know what the hell
Yeah. You know what the sad thing is? Because he is a meathead, but I actually liked Ryback. And it was funny, he got comparisons to Goldberg. He was a way better wrestler than Goldberg.
He made it. Tag made.
But his ego.
It was humongous.
I mean, it was bigger. It was too big for WWE to even handle. I mean, what's that tell you? It's too bad. It would be nice if he would come down to earth and be able to come back. Because I still think there's missed opportunity there. But so anyways, yeah, this is by Subberjeet Mukherjee, RingsideNews.com. It says Ryback takes credit for the Shield having #1 debut in WWE history.
Good luck getting out of this.
So Ryback's reputation continues to take a nosedive, and no one wants to have anything to do with him now. This is especially because of his petty and bitter behavior in general, as well as his constant attacks on WWE. Now it appears he took credit for the Shield having the #1 debut in WWE history recently. Ryback initially got over as a babyface thanks to his incredible strength and no-nonsense attitude. However, he has been constantly critical of WWE since his release in 2016 and has said a lot of vile things about Vince McMahon and Triple H. For those who forgot, the Shield became one of the most dominant and popular stables in the history of the WWE and truly elevated the statuses of Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. Jon Moxley. Their debut at Survivor Series 2012 remained one of the best in recent memories. In fact, WWE recently ranked the Shield's debut as their #1 debut of all time. Ryback took to the #1 debut of all time. Anyway, I'll try not to think about that for a moment. Ryback took to Twitter and I mean, what kind of comment is that? They did not have the #1 debut of all time.
Let's get it on.
That is nonsense. But anyway, took to Twitter and congratulated the Shield on accomplishment before taking all the credit for himself. Says, and this is a quote from his Twitter. Congratulations to the Shield for having the #1 debut in WWE history, preventing me from winning the WWE Championship. Further cements the impact I was able to make in such a short period of time and my ability to help create new stars while also getting myself massively over. All great guys. Oh my God.
We are seeing a lot of guts, a lot of determination out there.
Oh my God. Anyways, the Shield debuted by destroying Ryback at the very end of the Survivor Series pay-per-view. Regardless of the way Ryback portrayed it, he did have a role to play in their debut, and there's no doubt about that.
Position now.
Uh-oh. No!
Yeah, so here's one.
Looking to cinch it in. Can he turn his opponent over? Yes.
He's got the
comment about the number one. So Wrestle Features has named their top debuts of all time. The Shield was on the list, but he's got Brock Lesnar at the top of the list, Ronda Rousey right underneath that, Goldberg underneath that, Kane underneath that, and the Shield listed underneath that.
Can't believe it.
Interesting. Anyways, yeah, I don't
Position here.
don't agree that they had the best debut of all time. I don't know.
Hitman ready to go.
Ready to end this. If he can step through, sharpshooter.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I don't know.
Gasp effort, and that'll do it. Quick reaction to Hart there.
Sami Zayn was 100% sure he was going to going to headline WrestleMania 39 with Roman Reigns.
Tossed back into the ring.
There was some power behind that punch.
Okay, let's have a look and see what that's about. I was going to skip by it, but ringsidenews.com, another Summerji Mukherjee.
Oh, there it is.
So it says Sami Zayn has been working in WWE for a decade now, and when it comes to perfecting storylines, he truly has the Midas touch. This couldn't have been more apparent than with his storyline with the Bloodline. It appears Zayn was confident he was going to headline WrestleMania 39 with Roman Reigns, but it was not to be. Sami Zayn's journey with the Bloodline started right after WrestleMania 38, where he tried to get into the faction by any means necessary. Slowly but surely, Zayn won the trust of the Tribal Chief. The Survivor Series War Games match helped prove Sami Zayn's loyalty to the Bloodline. However, that all changed after Zayn ended up betraying Roman Reigns and the Bloodline at the Royal Rumble. Sami Zayn challenged Roman Reigns for his titles at Elimination Chamber and ended up losing. However, he never got to main event WrestleMania 39 with Roman Reigns. While speaking on the Mark Andrews My Love Letter to Wrestling podcast, Zayn stated that he was certain he was going to headline WrestleMania 39 with Roman Reigns. He said, "So there was a time period going from Survivor Series 2022 and building into the Royal Rumble, and especially right before the Rumble and right after the Rumble, I 100% thought it could go to me and Roman at Mania, and it would be the best story, but that wasn't in the cards."
He thinks he has it.
Sami Zayn also revealed that he came to know about the main eventing WrestleMania 39. Zayn and Kevin Owens will be defending the Undisputed Tag Team Championships at WWE Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia against Roman and Solo Sikoa. Sequoia.
Flipping the script on him there.
Who the hell is Sequoia? Isn't that a tree? Anyway.
Nice takedown.
The newest brother of the Usos.
Yeah, he is the newest brother of the Usos, yep. He's actually the twin brother nobody knew about of Solo Sikoa.
And he throws the opposition.
But
back
anyways,
into the
we'll
ring.
have to wait and see. I'm glad at this point that Glenola's not on the broadcast. Because he'd be just going off.
Evades their offense.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that wasn't as interesting. You know what? The dirt sheets are just ghastly tonight, to be fair. Not a whole lot going on in the dirt sheets. A whole lot going on in this match, though.
Drops the hammer right on the lower back.
So far, no eliminations. Both teams holding strong. Or wait a minute. Is Bret Hart gone? Bret Hart's gone. I didn't realize Bret Hart was eliminated, did you? And Rick Steiner can barely stand outside the ring.
He's lost some of his win now.
As I say that, beautiful German suplex to Nick Aldis. Oh, there's Bret Hart.
Rick gets that sent right back to him.
But that said, we don't know if he's been eliminated or not. We're about to find out because he's finally getting back to his feet here very slowly.
Dominator. That's gotta be it.
Aldis in trouble here.
That's it.
Oh, Nick Aldis just got eliminated. Bret Hart has not been eliminated.
That springboard.
So it is now 4 members to 3 in favor of the Hart Foundation and the Steiner brothers. And oh my God, what was Johnny Braddock thinking there? Why would he not have swung? He picks up the shovel and just stands there. Steiner's like, okay, I'll take it. Baseball bat swing to the midsection from a steel shovel.
Clothesline to the back of the neck.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good, Woozy. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you.
What's up?
Will do.
Steiner might have this in the bag. Shoulders down.
Steiner with another pinfall attempt here. Johnny Braddock kicks out, though.
In the fight. I don't know how many more times he's going to be able to kick out after that.
That was too close for comfort.
I've lost count of how many
Scott
times
Steiner
this
is
match should have
all
ended by
over
now.
Johnny Braddock here. Now he's got that shovel in hand.
How in the world do these superstars have anything left at this point?
The arena's thinking the same thing. All eyes are focused on this moment.
Oh, nice reversal by Rick Steiner. Wow. Johnny Braddock just cannot seem to get the upper hand here whatsoever.
And there's Steiner with
Beautiful wrestling takedown there by Rick Steiner.
He has to be thinking
The
about
dog face grumbling all over Johnny Braddock tonight.
With a fist to the face.
Oh,
brief sign of
Braddock
adrenaline
out the back
there for
door.
One reversal after another. These two
Again,
are reading
can't
each
get the
other's
upper hand.
minds.
Every time he attempts,
Just turn
Steiner
that around.
retaliates.
What's up?
And a bulldog on the unforgiving
sees the
floor.
finish
That
line.
is absolutely ghastly.
He refuses to stay down.
Braddock kicks out.
Shifts it back onto him. Brought back into the ring from the
Tosses
floor
Steiner
now.
back into the ring. So the coalition down to one member.
Tagged
Nick
in.
Aldis has been eliminated. Here comes Elijah Archer. Then Steiner very quickly goes on the attack. Archer firing back though. Shots to the midsection.
Punch to the stomach and stopped in their tracks.
Oh, look at this. Oh, a famouser. And Rick Steiner eats the canvas. The team of Demolition and the Coalition, they need an elimination here to rejuvenate their team, get some life breathed
well
back into the
scouted by
lungs of
Steiner.
these superstars.
Full Nelson. Dragon suplex.
Are quickly fatiguing. Nick Aldis already eliminated. Again, their team is down one member.
Jarring headbutt.
Big headbutt from Archer and a
suplex. Nice.
ripcord back suplex.
Uh-oh.
Turning the tables.
Oh,
What's Steiner fixing to do?
nice retaliation
Launched
by
with a
Rick
belly
Steiner.
to belly.
Right back on the attack, over the head, belly to belly. It looks like he's looking for another toy. He's got a chair.
Oh, man.
Oh my
Kick to the
God,
face.
tornado kick right to the
Escapes in a
face.
nick of
Steiner
time.
somehow ate it and rolled right inside the ring like nothing happened. That's crazy.
Steel
And Archer
stairs to
takes the steel
face.
step right to the face.
Connor.
Oh, he got an AKO off out of nowhere.
Is it enough?
Referee taking 10,000 years to get to the count.
Eliminated.
But Rick Steiner has been eliminated. It is now
This could
3
get dangerous.
members to 3.
A table.
Team
And
Demolition
guys,
versus
I don't
Team
think
Hart
there will
Foundation.
Be any place settings. Back suplex on the
Scott
apron.
Steiner cleaning house. Archer with a table in hand going after Rick Steiner, who's already been eliminated. Throws it down
Short arm
on Jim the
clothesline.
Anvil Neidhart. Apparently Scott Steiner took exception to that,
And he slides him back to the
and he
mat.
is the legal man.
Sharp punch.
Sir Jack says, "Oh, don't mind me, I'm just watching."
Kick to the body and
Oh,
Shining Wizard.
a shining wizard from Archer.
That's what they call me, the hot
And
shot.
Bret Hart with a stun
Just
gun,
one step ahead.
trying to distract
And
Archer.
well-timed maneuver there. He's on his heels a
Did
bit
not
now.
work. Right back
Well,
on the
all this
attack.
chaotic tag action is clearly
In
adding
comes
up.
Jim the
I
Anvil
think it's
Neidhart.
absurd if we don't see a tag sometime soon.
He made the tag.
cooking with gas now. Full Nelson.
Archer with a full Nelson suplex. Very nice.
Tagging his partner in now.
In comes Cyborg Adam Colossus.
Unloads with the boot.
Can the Anvil come back from that?
Colossus
He
with a
keeps his team
pinfall.
in the match.
Broke up by Bret Hart. Braddock going to take care of
And
Bret Hart.
here's
Tosses him right over the top
flying
rope.
into a rough landing.
Colossus tags Archer back in.
every person.
And another
in
famouser.
this capacity crowd is on their feet.
And with good reason. These superstars...
And there's the cover.
Goes for the pinfall.
What? You gotta be kidding
But Jim the
me.
Anvil Neidhart not ready to quit yet. He's still in it to win it. Powers out at 2.
He had it scouted. Well, that's one way to leave the ring, I suppose.
I just know Elijah
Sir Jack says, I just know Elijah Archer better not win.
Anvil got caught with a reversal.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, technically, even if he did, it would be his team that won. But it is not Team Coalition, it is Team Demolition. So they hope they win.
Full Nelson. Buckle smash. And again.
Look at that savagery by Archer here. Little ruthless aggression. Full Nelson hold smashes the face of Jim the Anvil Neidhart several times off the top turnbuckle.
Double knees to the chest.
Archer's on fire.
No, didn't get it.
And again, Neidhart kicks in.
In disbelief over how
All
he
heart and
managed
resiliency
to get
is Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Anvil stumbling into the line of fire.
Archer looking for the AKO. And there it is. Busts Neidhart wide open.
This is his chance.
Not even a
He
1
sees
count.
the moment.
Steiner breaks it up. The Legends champion, proving to be quite an asset so far tonight for Team Hart Foundation.
Ooh.
Oh my God. And now Colossus going after Scott Steiner. Unfinished business with Scotty. He should probably worry about Jim Neidhart, who just decked Archer. Referee not even paying attention.
He's struggling a bit here.
Oh, look at that.
Out through this match, but it wouldn't hurt to go for the tag soon here.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart looking to turn the tides here.
Oh, atomic drop.
After getting beat up for most of the match.
Uncorked the clothesline.
Or at least the
to
matchup
deny that
between them.
maneuver.
Between Demolition and Archer. I'm surprised Jim Neidhart is still in this thing.
Oh, impressive counter.
The interference by Scott Steiner is certainly helping. Wow, electric chair drop to Steiner. Adam Colossus
Boom.
looking to make Scott Steiner pay for his transgressions. Jim Neidhart's still the legal man, though. And Neidhart's going for a ride. Oh, big shoulder breaker.
It's gonna hurt.
Wow, double axe handle across the face just as Neidhart was coming around that turnbuckle there with the chair. Or around the ring post, rather.
He switches it back around.
This match is crazy.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Ooh, right to the throat.
Oh, nice. Neidhart with a big uppercut to the bottom of the chin.
Well,
It was more of a
guys watch
upper hand,
AEW?
upper knife hand to the chin, really.
People have been divided by the Falls Count Anywhere match.
Honeybee says, well, did you guys watch AEW? Some people have been divided by the Falls Count Anywhere match. I haven't. Tell us about it, Honeybee.
And Anvil is pushing through the pain to deliver
Do feel free to tell us about it.
At this stage, you know Anvil's thinking about
Now I'm
bringing things
curious.
to a close.
You've got me curious. Don't leave me hanging. How dare you? By the way, Honeybee, I forget. Are you capable of joining our broadcast?
And now Anvil is
I forget
stalking.
if you have access to the PlayStation
Jim the Anvil
Network or not.
Neidhart. Tremendous power and nice power slam. Anvil has this wrapped up.
You think it's better I watch it?
There they go.
People said it was too comical. Uh-oh. Well,
And he has an answer for Neidhart.
that's never good.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now.
You don't have access
This
to it.
fight
Okay,
is
I was just
pumping
curious
him
because
up.
it'd be interesting to have you join our show sometime.
Nicely done.
You had a great element of depth to the show because you, of course, run your own successful promotion. The greatest women's promotion on Twitch, by the way.
Buckle up, this is gonna hurt.
Honeybee says she loved it personally. Okay. Well, I will be checking it out. So after I watch it, I'll let you know what I thought. Did anybody else see it?
Vertical suplex. What's gonna happen here?
Sir Jack, did you see it? Team Honeybee. Oh, damn.
A nice power slam.
Power slam by Neidhart. Archer's wobbling.
The WWE Universe is on its feet.
I haven't even been paying attention to the screen there for the last probably couple of minutes. I don't even know who the legal man is right now. It is pandemonium in there.
Steiner needs to shake off the cobwebs and regain poise.
Nice jumping neck breaker by Braddock. Is he the legal man? It appears he might be.
Vicious right forearm. Thunderous club comes down.
All right, looks like Braddock and Neidhart are the legal men.
Low, right into a chop block. Debilitating counter.
I got to tell you, Jim Neidhart has spent a lot of time in that ring. Oh, look at this. Wow, Cobra Clutch locked in tight. He didn't get the submission, though.
He gets sent down to the floor.
He did not get the submission.
Come on, easy.
Braddock looking for the tag. He gets it. In comes Colossus. Oh, big lariat right off the hop.
Steiner on the wrong course.
Yeah, Scott is getting dragged into some deep waters.
Well-placed elbow to break
big elbow to the face by Steiner, but a big right hand to the face. Retaliation by Cyborg Adam Colossus, and Steiner going for a ride. That big shoulder breaker. Oh, goddamn. Did you see that? A big right straight hand from Jim the Anvil Neidhart rocked Cyborg Adam Colossus.
Clothesline.
Sent him stumbling backwards.
Tag is registered.
That was one big meat hook. Wow. You don't watch AEW? I mean, I can understand that.
Stopping their opponent.
Ref needs to check on that fresh cut on Scott.
And Scott saw it coming.
Man, oh man. Archer now taking a beating from Steiner.
Hart landing awkward outside.
Oh, he just missed that basement drop kick. Bret Hart taking advantage immediately.
A face buster.
Nice face buster.
That looks painful. Stopping their opponent. And the forearm smash.
Scott Steiner must still be outside the ring there. Oh, there's another tornado kick right to the face of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Can't stop this attack.
Rare to see the Hitman
Savage.
baffled like this.
There's Steiner. I wonder where he went.
Tag made.
Back in comes Colossus.
There's a crucifix. Nicely done.
Nice crucifix slam.
Oh, what a
The excellence of execution. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was going for the legs. I think he still may be looking for those legs. He's looking for a sharpshooter here. Oh, he's going to get it.
Ready to end this.
Colossus in trouble here.
There's the
one last gasp.
Wow, look at that. Reverse right away. That is crazy. I've never seen a sharpshooter reverse that quickly. AKO out of nowhere. Bret Hart down and bleeding, but busted up. Not even a one count. Steiner very quickly saving the day for Bret the Hitman Hart. Archer going upstairs. Oh, look at this.
Walking the ropes.
Yo! Wow. What was that? I don't even think I've ever seen him do that before, but that was cool.
Hart wasting no motion.
Nice reversal by Hart. Another crucifix slam. Archer is down, but he gets right back up.
He's in for it now.
And a face breaker by Bret Hart. And now Archer's in trouble in the middle ring here. Colossus watching on, though.
Unsure what they're thinking.
Oh, not a powerbomb.
Man, oh, man.
And that was a successful bit of offense with that maneuver. Countered it. Just
Johnny
in time.
Braddock taking a beating outside the ring. Got slammed right into the side of the ring. Whipped, actually. He got whipped into the side of the ring.
And proving a bit slippery for them there.
Oh. Bret Hart taking Elijah Archer to school here. Wow.
Tag is made.
In comes Scott Steiner. Oh, he went for an AKO, but missed.
And out of the ring he goes.
Oh, Archer was going to send the Anvil for a ride. Steiner says, no, sir.
Incoming.
Back over the top rope goes Steiner. Archer wants to finish off Jim Neidhart.
Tossed back into the mat.
He really has a beef with Neidhart tonight.
Anything under the ring.
Look at this Steiner with a stop sign. Archer not even paying attention. Oh, he just stumbled out of the way.
He saw it coming
and was able to catch it. Nice. Oh, Steiner really regretting the decision to bring in that stop sign right about now. Steiner kicks out though. Archer went flying. He powered into that one. Big Scotty Steiner.
He gets tagged in.
And in comes Johnny Braddock. Oh! Damn, demolition kick. The Demolisher. One count only though. Bret Hart quickly breaks that up. And another one. Two Demolishers in a row. Steiner down. Here comes Jim the Emil Neidhart though.
Come on, ref, keep these guys in check.
Man, oh man.
And it's Neidhart that goes for
Archer
a ride.
takes care of Neidhart. Steiner fighting back here. Some elbows to the midsection. Knocked Braddock backwards. And now Braddock going for a ride.
Textbook
Exploder suplex.
And heavy hands to follow, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
And now Steiner has the stop sign again. Oh, right over the head of Johnny Braddock. Braddock catches that with no elbow to the face. And a stop sign to boot. Wow, Steiner still kicked out. Absolutely crazy. Double axe handle from behind. Steiner eating the canvas. In comes Archer. All right, so while this match continues, again, there's not a whole lot in the dirt sheets, so I'm just going to put an end to the dirt sheets for the night, and we're going to get to one of the lists for the evening. And the list I'm going to start with is the list we were supposed to do last night, and it is 10 things about WCW in 2000 that make no sense. Now, again, I've said it before a couple times. There was a lot of things about WCW in 2000 that didn't make any sense, but so 2000 was WCW's final full year, and it certainly had its share of nonsense. Here are 10 things about WCW in 2000 that made absolutely no sense. So when fans think of WCW, their mind tends to leap to iconic stars like Sting, Goldberg, or legendary factions like the New World Order and the Four Horsemen. Despite the company's popularity in its heyday, it had its share of choices that didn't make much sense, which certainly rang true in the last full year of World Championship Wrestling. From unusual booking decisions to strange feuds to rebranding major stars in less than constructive ways, the bloom was off the rose for WCW by 2000. WWE had pulled ahead in the Monday Night War, and there was little chance of WCW regaining ground based on how management did business toward the end of the promotion's run. So number 10 on this list is the Hogan-Jarrett incident. So the history of Hulk Hogan's booking in WCW was certainly checkered, Bash at the Beach 2000 saw Hogan and Jeff Jarrett set up to wrestle, only for Jeff Jarrett to come out and lie down on the mat to let Hogan win. It was an over-the-top example of the kind worked shoot angles WCW employed in that era, trying to convince fans the show had gone off script. So fans were smart enough to realize, however, that a performance like this in a world title match featuring Hogan on pay-per-view was almost certainly not a shoot. Rather than capturing the audience's imagination or getting them wondering if what they'd seen was real, the result was largely indignation that WCW had tried to dupe its audience or confuse about what they were supposed to make of this convoluted storyline.
Double leg step through. You know what's
number 9 is the New Blood versus the Millionaires Club.
Look at the torque. Tap out. Do it now.
So the idea of booking a wow, Bret the Hitman Hart just tapped out. So Team Hart Foundation now down to just Scott Steiner and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And Archer's very quickly going back to work on Neidhart here, it looks like. Sister Abigail. Shades of the Fiend there. Neidhart pinned to the floor. And again kicks out. That is crazy. I don't know how Neidhart keeps kicking out. Anyways, so the idea of booking a wide-arching feud between aging main eventers and top up-and-coming talent had merit. WCW set up popular young talents and eventual stars like Booker T and Rey Mysterio to band together. On the opposing side stood a number of WCW established legends like Hulk Hogan and Sting. Despite its reasonable premise, the concept had flaws out of the gate. For example, rather than letting a New Blood member rise to the top as a leader of the group, it was Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff who called the shots. This dynamic set up the youngsters looking for their breaks as heels, while older talents, whom fans grew increasingly weary of, were faces. The orientation defied logic and set up an underwhelming program that mercifully only ran for about 3 months. Number 8, Chris Benoit wins the world title. In 2000, Chris Benoit was on the short list of the most talented in-ring performers in all of wrestling. On that premise, it made some sense he'd win the WCW Championship, even going so far as to defeat marquee star Sid Vicious in the process. The problem is that Benoit was on his way out at the door. Though most accounts would suggest WCW wasn't sure that he was leaving for WWE, he did nonetheless leave the company one day after he had won its top championship. He would debut in WWE alongside fellow defectors as part of the Radicals about 2 weeks later. Wow, Archer gone for a ride. Big suplex by Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Oh, stop sign to the chest of Archer. Archer in trouble here. And again, tosses it right down, this time onto the back of Archer.
Using that stop sign to strike fear in the heart of his opponent.
And again, this time Archer rolls out of the way. But, oh wow. Archer caught him with a Bossman style sidewalk slam there. Nice reversal by Elijah Archer right there. In comes Adam Colossus. Oh, look at this. Oh! Damn. Adam Colossus with a big bro kick right to the face of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. It's a miracle he is still in this thing. I mean, he has outlasted even Bret Hitman Hart himself. And that is an amazing thing, really. He's proved himself to be quite the asset. And Scott Steiner himself, his constant interference and making sure that, specifically for some reason, Jim the Anvil Neidhart does not get pinned, could prove to be beneficial at some point.
And Neidhart dodges that one.
All right, so number 7, NWO 2000. So the New World Order's success was rooted in the group's feeling fresh and innovative at its launch. Fast forward 3.5 years, and the faction had been featured so disproportionately on WCW television in such a dominant fashion that it no longer felt fresh at all. WCW revisited the concept with the NWO 2000. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall reprised roles. Original NWO members. Alongside them stood Bret Hart, whose traditionalist sensibilities clashed with the faction's ethos, and Jeff Jarrett, who simply wasn't over enough to fit an elite spot in a top stable. So for that reason alone, it didn't make much sense.
Nice breaker.
Let's see here.
He's in off the tag.
I'm just going to catch back up with the chat, see if I'm missing out on anything. And I am not missing it, so I'll get back to the article.
Ripped in the hard way.
And we see him
So
take
number 6 on the list is renaming everyone in the MIA.
Sharp elbows to the body, looking to fight his way
So
out.
developing military-themed faction makes some sense in the world of professional wrestling for the overlapping sensibility of violence and the idea that wrestlers working together are something like an army.
Headlock. Oh, and cheap
The Misfits
shot
in
right
action
above the eye.
walked a line between tapping into military ethos and mocking the gravity of armed forces with a cavalcade of silly gimmicks and puns. Indeed, one of the biggest missteps in the booking of this group was rename all of his talent. In one of the Booker T's silliest storylines, he became the hokey GI Bro. Hugh Morris became Hugh G Reaction, and Chavo Guerrero Jr. was renamed Lieutenant Loco. The reassignment of gimmicks was harmless for the relatively unknown talent in the group like Sergeant AWOL or Major Guns, but for the talents who had built reputations over the years, it was counterproductive to rebrand them in such a silly fashion.
That might be enough. Yes, it
And
is.
I would tend to agree with that, actually. Wow, no. Huge power slam there by Jim the Animal Neidhart, and Archer has taken several of those. This one on the unforgiving floor. It is crazy that Jim the Animal Neidhart is still running so strong in this matchup. Looks like he's limping a little bit on the left leg. Oh, Archer didn't move fast enough, and Neidhart nails him right between the eyes with the steel steps. Archer kicks out, though. All right, so before we get to number 5, I'm actually just going to take a short break. Unfortunately, I don't have anybody on the broadcast with me. So I don't know if Sir Jack is in there, Honeybee, or who else, whoever's in the chat room right now. If you wouldn't mind telling some jokes while I take a short hiatus. I should be back. Well, this match has been going for quite some time, so hopefully I'll be back before the ending. But I'm going to grab a drink, maybe a quick snack to go with the Eve, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the matchup.
When WCW returns, I think we all agree that the WCW Women's United States Championship should be returned to Alice Blade on a silver platter.
And so before I leave, actually, Sir Jack, when we bring back WCW, all the champions that held their titles will get their titles back. They were not stripped of their titles. Wow, Jim the Animal Neidhart just knocked out, or tapped out. I'm not sure if he was knocked out or tapped out. Oh, AKO out of nowhere.
I don't care who you are. You can't survive any more of those.
Wow. Archer snuck in there and delivered an AKO just like that, but Adam Colossus has been eliminated. It is down to 2 members apiece here. Wow. All right. Honeybee says, my time to shine. It is. It is joke time from the Queen of the Hive. And I'll be back.
Oof.
With the reversal. Big knee. And right between the shoulder blades.
Gets him with the counter. Goes under the ropes to get back inside. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this? Oh my God, a steel chair! He's going for the pin. This could be it!
Oh, and there's the save. The sledgehammer, how do you recover from that?
We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now.
These are the kinds of attacks that can put a superstar on the shelf for a long time.
And it is getting downright nastier and nastier with each of these attacks.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart, tremendous power, and nice power slam.
No doubt the Anvil ended this.
And Scott with the wherewithal to counter. And just like that, he sent crashing to the floor. Up to the top rope now.
Blast off. All the way to the outside.
And that was a collision you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Came down like a wrecking ball on a cinder block.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart, tremendous power and nice power slam. This one is all but over.
Cover.
What? What do you say? This is amazing.
And as a joke,
What a
become
match.
bad joke.
And it may just
When
take
you
going to the
never
well one more
comes
time
back.
with that maneuver to gain the pinfall. Chop.
Tossed into the corner.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart, tremendous power and nice power slam. Anvil has this wrapped up.
Sent crashing to the floor. The Anvil firing up, feeding off the energy in this match.
Oh!
And Anvil is taking control of this one.
Anvil certainly has that look in his eyes.
I tried to warn my son
And he
about
barely
playing Russian
evades.
roulette. It went
Quick
in
exchange
one
of
ear and out
counters
the
there.
other. How the hell is Archer still in this match?
Uh-oh, Cobra Clutch locked in.
I think he's got it locked in good. I just don't know how to counter this thing.
I don't want to see him tap out. Not like this.
He's risking permanent damage.
I'm not sure how you get out of the $1 million dream. Well, I guess he just showed us how.
Has them hooked.
Crossroads!
He's looking completely lost as he finds his footing.
Cover!
Adios. That has got to be the one.
The cover! Eliminated! The Anvil is out of hand.
Eliminated.
Emoji raising hands, medium skin tone,
Counters
emoji
right
raising
into the
hands,
swift
medium skin
chop
tone,
block.
emoji raising hands, medium skin
Desperate
tone.
attempt here to get back on his feet. Watch out.
Slingshot cross body to the outside.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Ooh. Scott timed that one. And pinned, shoulders down.
He keeps his team in the match.
Russian roulette, emoji eyes, emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to jam Scott's offense. Here he comes off the tag.
Oh, does he get him here? Are you kidding me? He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
Ooh.
Enabled to counter. What a knockout punch.
Oh, man.
Setting up for something here. Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
Uh-oh.
the neck. Tagged into the action. He got whipped into that corner.
And he has no regard for anyone else now that he has the sledgehammer in hand. Ooh, stiff punch.
Oh, look out. Elbow drop. Tags him in.
Hoisting up their opponent for a suplex. Oh my gosh, into a pile driver. Did Scott just close this out?
Oh! Up and down.
Bang! Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be nasty. This is going to be bad. Watch the impact. Hits him with the counter. He's ejected from the ring.
Full Nelson applied.
Dragon suplex. Looking for the victory. 2. And that ends their night.
Has been eliminated.
The cover!
I think that finally closes the book.
Cover. Oh, he kicked out.
Wait, are we sure that was not a 3 count?
You can't count that high, Saxton, but that was one of the closest near falls you'll ever see.
This was the moment to capitalize on. That should have been the end.
Avoiding contact. DDT.
Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them.
Can you imagine what it would do to his confidence if he tapped out right here, right now?
It might be the smart move.
Bear hug. Well-placed elbow will get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Steiner cuts him off. And he tosses him back in now.
I have returned. Good God, this match has been going strong for quite some time, hasn't it? It has been one hell of a war. And now down to the Legends Champion versus the Television Champion. AKO to nowhere right on top of that ladder, though. Steiner might be done here. And that is it. That is all. It's funny they call it Team Elijah Archer. It was Team Demolition have picked up a huge victory over Team Hart Foundation, who teamed, of course, with the Steiner brothers. A huge, huge battle. I mean, I'm going to guess that the rivalry between those 8 individuals might be far from over after tonight, because, again, that was not just a wrestling match. It was a battle. It was a war. And it ended up being won by Team Demolition, of course, dubbed as Team Elijah Archer, because Archer won the matchup for Team Demolition. But huge win for Team Turret Man. We have Team Complete Geek TV. And what a great Team Demolition is. Winning this tag team in Archerverse history, teams up with the Coalition tonight and takes out the Hart Foundation's team. Great, great matchup. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we head into the championship rounds. Finally. But congratulations to Team Demolition and, of course, the Coalition. Big win. All right, here we go. Championship rounds begin. And the first match in the championship rounds is for the Women's YTD Academy Tag Team Championships. Kaden Carter and Katana Chance taking on the Outlaws. Dangerous, Amber Extreme, and Dr. Britt Baker. That is the next match of the night. Who do you guys think walks out the tag team champions here? Who do you think walks out the tag team champions here? All right, so I got to have a quick look at the chat room here because I know Honeybee told a couple of jokes. Let's see here. So when does a dad joke when does a joke become a dad joke? The answer is when it leaves you and never comes back. Oh, that is hitting below the belt. But it was funny. It is funny, but that is hitting below the belt.
Telling you this guy is a snake,
I tried to warn my son about playing Russian roulette. It went in one ear and out the other. Oh my God. That is savage. Sir Jack says, telling you this guy's a snake. He's slicker than Randy Orton. I know. I can't believe he won that matchup for them. I mean, between him and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, they both shocked me they were in that match as long as they were. But anyways, it was a great match. But here we go, without further ado, for the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship. It is go time. Time to turn and burn. Titles are on the line. Let's go. All right. Here we go.
Here comes Caden Carter.
Caden Carter and Katana Chance
to watch.
taking on the Outlaws, who I tell you, they've had quite the interesting run as of late when you consider the fact that they won championships, ended up being stripped of their championships and had them vacated, and then still rallied back and won those championship belts back. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal.
Well, guys, Caden learned how to brawl from two of the most extreme boys at the table.
Yeah, Caden Carter then took her talents to Mexico to incorporate lucha libre into her style. And now she's putting it all to
Sir
good
Jack
use
says
in
DMD,
WWE.
the Outlaws. All right. Anyways, I'll get back to that list that we had been going through about the 10 things about WCW 2000 that make no sense. And again, a lot of things made no sense.
Katana's going to do something amazing.
And if anybody's wondering, this is not a lockdown match. This is a regular steel cage match here for the Women's Tag Team Championship. So it should be exciting and it should be high octane. So don't take your eyes off the screen. Okay, anyways. So number 5 on the list is Jim Duggan in Team Canada.
Good mood.
Yeah, very high
So Jim Duggan had a long career in wrestling, and one of the most consistent, readily indefinable aspects of his character was the patriotic fervor. Duggan routinely carried an American flag to the ring and rallied fans behind him with chants of USA. The idea of turning Duggan heel in 2000 didn't make a lot of sense. There have been some shock value, but Hacksaw was in his mid-40s, planted in the mid-card, and mostly there to play a nostalgia-driven face character. That didn't stop WCW from booking a heel turn, though.
Better get ready.
The coup de grace, he nonsensically allied himself with Team Canada faction. Which it did not make sense. But again, I mean, there's a multitude of things that did not make sense about WCW in 2000. Sir Jack, did you watch WCW then by chance? Just out of curiosity.
And don't be surprised if history is made here tonight. I know the champ has looked good as of late, but I'd say the opposition has looked just as good, if not better.
I mean, would you say I was accurate in saying that, I mean, there's a multitude of things about WCW 2000 that made no sense? By the way, for anybody that wasn't here earlier, we are only 16 subscribers away from 500 here at YTD Academy on YouTube, so that's a fantastic, fantastic thing. I'd like to thank all of the community members because you guys are the driving force behind the beast that is the Archivers TV. And let's face it, YTD Academy has become a phenom. A phenom. But anyways, only 16 away. So if anybody hasn't already, for some reason, subscribed to the Archiverse here on YouTube, make sure you do that. And we'll bring that number down just a little bit. We're getting closer and closer to that 500 mark. Down comes the cage.
And matches like this are really foundational to the sports entertainment experience.
You're 100% right, Cole. Think of the legendary
now, normally,
with tag
especially we're in the land of purple, we would, of course, open the betting lines, and you could make bets on the match, but, of course, I don't have that capability at the moment. I don't even have the ability to run polls yet here at the Shark Tank.
Targeting the neck.
All in due time, though. We will get there.
And Caden was
we will definitely get there.
One response after another, back and forth we go.
Corey, is there any advantage for a superstar to turn being locked inside a steel cage into an advantage?
Only if they can accept that the cage itself is
just as much a tool. Carter taking over the matchup here. Oh, spoke too soon. Dangerous Amber Extreme.
Start thinking of it as a weapon, an unforgiving weapon that can be used to elevate their offense.
Wow.
Dodges the attack.
This is quite the back and forth battle so far. All right, anyways, back to the list. So number 4 is Booker T versus Stevie Ray. And I do remember that. And I do remember thinking, WTF.
Round and round we go.
So I can understand why it's on the list. But so there are those examples of tag teams for which fans can't wait to see partners eventually wrestle one another. Take the Mega Powers, which were all but designed to set up Hulk Hogan challenging Randy Savage, or DIY and NXT, for which Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa were great partners, but even better rivals. Harlem Heat does not fit that mold. The real-life brothers worked well as a team between their complementary personalities. Stevie Ray's big body and Booker T's more complete package as an athlete. Pitting these two giants against each other wasn't appealing and was only made worse with the silly premise over them feuding over the right to the T in Booker's name. And yeah, I thought that was a little weird. You know, I remember that exact, like, right down to the details. I remember that happening, and it was the weirdest thing ever. I didn't quite get.
Oh, this is nasty.
Does anybody else remember that?
The challenger eating up some damage. Vicious kicks to the jaw.
Anybody else remember when that happened?
Ooh, what a nasty kick.
Insulting.
Oh, mounting and down. Just hammered away with the rights.
Elbows right to the forehead.
And oh man, the Outlaws seem to be taking over this matchup at the moment.
Hit with the cutter.
Now she's scaling the cage wall.
Dr. Britt Baker climbing the cage wall.
With every step.
Up she goes.
Reversal from Katana.
She might end up being one of the first participants to make it outside the cage here.
She's been able to scale the side of the cage, and she is making climbing this steel cage look easy.
She got caught.
Oh man, she is awfully close to ending it here.
Honeybee Wrestling says, sorry, wasn't listening.
Watch the speed on these leg drops.
How dare you?
Heading up and maybe heading out.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Feels like it's opportune
if anybody else remembered when Booker T and Stevie Ray had that very silly feud over the T in Booker's name.
Like the look of that impact.
She's going for it. She's able to
right, Sir Jack? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, sir. See, Sir Jack's, he's got the stuff. He's got the smoke. He knows. He understands.
Incredible.
And every inch climbed.
Honeybee's trying to get ready for work. Well, Honeybee, I think you should quit your job for the day.
Targets the gut.
You should just quit your job for the day so that you can see the finale of this great steel cage match for the YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Championship, Honeybee. That's what you should do.
going to take a lot of willpower to make it all the way to the top. Looking for to get themselves over the cage.
And she is sent crashing.
Chance and Carter taking a beating here from the Outlaws.
Able to avoid impact.
What a punch. She's making that ascension up the cage, and she doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. A really impressive
Britt Baker once again caught trying to go over top of the cage wall.
Kinshasa! Oh, man! The champ has this one in hand now. The sprint up the cage is on. Is this the right time? Is this the right moment?
Impressive reversal there. She's working her way up to the top of the cage. She's trying to ascend the cage now. Victory could be in sight for her as she continues up and over the top of the cage.
Are the nerves getting
There's a lot going on inside these four walls.
This is it! This is it!
And Britt Baker becomes the first person to make it to the outside of the cage, so right now...
And that's what you got to expect in a steel cage match, Saxton.
In search of some footing to make this
It looks like the Outlaws looking to retain their titles. The problem is... Now Amber Extreme's in there with both members.
And again in the other direction.
Well, they were.
And she is feeling the electricity from the crowd now.
And she is making.
We're going to have a second member. We're going to have one member from each team on the outside of the cage walls here.
One piece.
Needs to be careful, though.
Oh, look at this.
Every movement is a dangerous one.
She's off to the races.
Look at it. Oh, Amber Extreme coming up quickly from behind, though.
She's made it all the way to the top of the cage, and she doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. A really impressive showing in this steel cage match.
She could be nearing the end here.
Carter putting her opponent on notice.
Oh, getting ever so close.
Who's going to make it to the outside first?
The steel cage. Is this the right time? Is this the right moment?
Who is going to make it to the outside first? Amber Extreme.
She's reached the top of the cage here, guys. She's going for it. She's able to
try to pull her leg over, but she got caught. Oh, and she ate the top of the cage.
Drained of energy. There are only...
And again. And Amber Extreme has sent flying to the canvas.
Slowing down anytime soon. A really impressive show.
The Outlaws in real trouble losing their titles here.
She has to come down somehow. Hopefully it's in one piece.
Amber Extreme saves the day, at least for now. Just in time. They were that close to losing the titles.
Oh, God.
And every inch climbed puts you in a more
I'll tell you, Katana Chance and Kate Garv looked great in this matchup tonight.
This is going to end badly.
Oh, Amber Extreme 2 times eating the cage wall.
Flying back down to the mat.
But got right back up.
Just about over. And crashing a long way down.
Oh, no. She is sent.
Wow. Double knee face breaker. Amber Extreme might be knocked out here.
Up the side of the cage.
She might be knocked out here.
Every movement is a dangerous one. Kate and Carter pumping up the crowd a little bit here.
And she's gingerly balanced on the top of the cage.
Amber Extreme just watching. As she climbs up over that steel cage wall, she must be too fatigued. And the Outlaws are going to lose their championships. And there we have it. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the steel cage match and new YTD Academy Women's Tag Team Champions, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, are your new Women's Tag Team Champions for YTD Academy. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Both teams within the Outlaws faction in less than 24 hours have lost their tag team championships, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Broken, beaten, and scarred. But there is your winner.
And that's about as conclusive a win as you can get in the cage.
Chemistry on
Joe
point.
is blaming Alice and Kaiva.
For my money, this is the best women's tag team around.
Takes no responsibility for his own actions, for his own poor rallying behind his employees. No support shown. Where is he? Where is Joe Link? How dare he blame them? All right, here we go. On to the co-main event of the evening, guys. And this is an Elimination Royale. And look at the villains in this matchup.
This is
Falls count anywhere. Anything goes, and it is for the Grand Prix Wrestling Championship. We have the YTD Academy Pure Wrestling Champion, Jack Quad, in the house. Former world champion Big Bubba Bruno. Number 1 contender to the world championship, Frank Miller. The reigning defending champion, War the Machine. We've got Joe Lincoln and, of course, Tony Stone, all former world champions, looking to dethrone War the Machine in the 6-man Elimination Royale. That is the next matchup of the night. What do you guys think? Who walks out the YTD Academy Grand Prix champion? Is it going to be Joe Lincoln, Frank Miller, Jack Quad, Big Bubba Bruno, War the Machine, or Tony Stone? Those are your choices. Those are the gentlemen about to go to battle. Sir Jack says, JQ got this. Why is Alice not in what match? This match, I don't think she would square up well against Big Bubba Bruno and War. I'm just saying. But Sir Jack seems to think that Jack Quad has got this one wrapped. What does everybody else think? Anybody else agree with that? Jack Quad is a savage beast. He is a savage beast. Very quickly rose to the top of the ladder in YTD Academy. And you know he's going to be gunning for the main roster push. All right, well, without further ado, co-main event of the evening, YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line. It is an Elimination Royale. Let's turn and burn. All right, and before I get back to my list, I'm just going to take a short bathroom break. I shall be right back.
Archer has screwed Alice out of her title
Archer
match
has screwed Alice out of her title match because she won't join the coalition. Oh my God. Nobody listened to that. That is just misinformation and propaganda being spread by one team, Sir Jack the Greatest. But I'll be right back. Honeybee Wrestling, feel free to tell some jokes while you're getting ready for work. Sir Jack, if you got jokes of your own, you don't tell jokes, but you could tell jokes. If you really wanted to impress everybody and entertain the masses, you would do just that. You're live on YouTube. You can become a comedical genius. You never know. But anyways, I'll be right back.
Media heading into this match, we're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
Archer is the joke.
Some say he's the underdog tonight, but in his mind, winning the title is a mere formality.
Honeybee and Sir Archer places Alice in the title match as I now have to go to work. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
And representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 480 pounds, Big Bubba Bruno.
Remember, guys, the title is on the line here in this one.
And I don't remember the last time the champ was in this much jeopardy, Cole. Tonight,
might just be the night the title changes hands.
Big matches are where this guy thrives, and competing for that title is about as big as it gets.
And from Oakland, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Freight Train, Frank Miller.
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media heading into this match, we're likely to see a new champ crowned here tonight.
The challenger with a confident look on his face, more than ready for this title opportunity.
And representing the Wolfpack from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 285 pounds, he is the Grand Prix champion, War the Machine.
The champ comes into his title defense incredibly confident, Corey.
And with good reason, Cole. When you're the champ, you don't have to worry about winning. You just have to make sure you don't lose. That is the champion's advantage.
The champ certainly has his hands full here tonight, but he looks more than ready.
And representing Power and Glory from Ann Arbor, Michigan, weighing in at 226 pounds, the Phenom, Joe Lincoln.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
He is physically prepared. He is mentally prepared. This man is ready for this title opportunity.
I have returned. And I see we still haven't got the match underway, so this is good. And see, now I just sat down. I'm not even sure who all is out there. I see Joe Lincoln. Who else is out there? Well, pretty much everybody. Excellent. Jacquard, Bruno, War the Machine is out there. Frank Miller is out there, and here comes Tony Stone, former world champion, one half of the men's YTD Academy Tag Team Champions.
And representing Weapons of Mass Destruction from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 278 pounds, Tony Stone.
This is a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title will be on the line here.
You're right, Michael, and judging from the response on social media,
Tony Stone was going beast mode for quite some time on route to becoming world champion. He was a double champion for quite some time as well. Never did reach that triple crown status, but he sure gave it a shot. So did the man called Drek. At least not in singles, with singles championships. At one point when WCW was still going strong, Weapons of Mass Destruction, featuring, of course, Tony Stone and the man called Drek, actually won all three tag team championships. So they are, in fact, Triple Crown champions. They did it with tag team championships, so they will go into the Hall of Legends.
This is a no disqualification match. Anything someone can dream up to do to their opponent.
Let the battle begin. Who walks out YTD Academy Grand Prix champion?
Means necessary. And some experience a state of twisted
Steve Jack said Honeybee and Sure Archer places Alice in that match as I now have to go to work. Sir Jack has to go adult. How dare he?
I'm glad you're done believing in fairy tales, Saxton. The hero doesn't always win. Sometimes you have to embrace.
Are you talking about the match with in the main event?
He has been here before and he knows what he needs to do.
Bomb.
The main event was actually a redeem from a streamer team.
Into the barricade.
But it is an iron to gold match. It is going to be no easy task. Honeybee has mastered pretty much every match type there is en route to becoming one of the most successful women in Archiverse history.
Power bomb, and then
she is a phenom.
Anywhere can be a treacherous type of match. Corey, any advice for these competitors?
Well, my advice, take this match to a place where you feel that you have the advantage. If you think you do your best work backstage or on bare concrete, then that's where you need to go. Likewise, don't allow yourself to be forced into areas you
Honeybee
don't
was
want
a
this fight to
triple
go.
crown champion, so she herself will be inducted into the Hall of Legends as a Triple Crown champion. And she too will be able to compete in the Women's Legends division after our first ever award show.
Oh, what a counter. And he slides him back to the mat. Goes under the ropes to get back inside.
Uh-oh. Probably not going to win for a couple hundred years, Byron. You know why?
Oh, you redeemed it at Wrestle Wars.
Oh, I can't stand this move.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Honeybee deserved a triple threat match, though. So the match with Alice can still happen.
We'll get you out of it.
But I think Alice would like a 1v1 match herself. But I mean, who knows? I mean, depending on who wins the matchup, maybe Alice will be facing somebody else. Maybe Lillian Dusk, perhaps.
Simply refusing to let this opportunity slip away.
And who knows if there'll be another shot. You can't give up now.
Big move, but it's still unable to end this.
Oh no, one of the most dreaded.
Well, Honeybee has seen quite a bit of action lately. She's defended that title time and time again. So I think if anybody's earned one-on-one matches for her title, it's definitely Honeybee.
Crash landing powerbomb.
I can't actually even think of anybody right now that's held a title longer than Honeybee at the moment.
He's returning fire.
Oh, man, he is fired up now. Ooh, over clothesline. Uh-oh.
And a suplex. Oh! Great counter. Impressive ring IQ on display there. Placing them into the
Freight
corner.
train, I think Alice called, and she wants the signature back.
And now gets tossed
Frank
into the
Miller
ring.
borrowing from Alice's repertoire, is he?
Out here
And he heads out of the ring.
ring.
No countouts, no worries. Great strength being shown here.
Escape just in time.
My God.
And out of the ring he goes.
Jack Quad just about broke Tony Stone in half with a spear and
Moves
knocked him
outside.
out
What's
with
the
it.
plan here?
Tony Stone has been eliminated from the match. Holy shit. Did you all see that spear from Jack Quad?
I have no idea how he hasn't tapped out
Wow.
yet.
All the heart, all his desire being put.
Full Nelson locked in pretty good here. Oh, look at the power. That's tremendous power. He gets the break.
And the spear. I don't know if I'm...
Jack Quad got a taste of his own medicine. And here it comes again.
Setting up, spear.
Oh!
We could have a new champion.
Frank Miller
Does he have him here?
ran his ass over. The freight train came through. Wow, Quad powered out.
And this might not have a pleasant ending.
I cannot believe Quad kicked out of that.
And a longer way down.
Last ride. Gonna see a new champ.
2. Oh, shoulder up before 3.
The champion's shock is
Big Bubba Bruno's still in it to win it as he powers out.
When your opponent can hang after
Joe
all that,
Lincoln
you're
thought he had
wondering
him.
if earning a win might just be impossible.
Oh, War of the Machine slammed him face first right off the ring post. And Frank Miller now gunning for War. Everybody wants a piece of the champion. Everybody wants to be the one to dethrone the champion, or at least in this case, eliminate him from the match. And then we're guaranteed a new champion.
There is no doubt surrender is imminent.
Getting full Nelson locked in pretty good here. Oh, look at the power.
Here we go. Yokosuka cutter. The champ's eyes look glazed over.
BB King with a pinfall here.
How in the world did he kick out there? I understand the sentiment, but now is not the time to bask in disbelief. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe
what a
is
war.
on his side.
No pun intended. Oh, rolling cutter from War of the Machine. Jack Quad flat on his back here.
Absolute war out there. These superstars' efforts are not.
And Jack Quad is being eliminated by the champion. Oh, went to nail Joe Lincoln right in the head with a hockey stick, but Lincoln caught him. Look at this. Body slams him right on the ring.
How is the challenger still in this match?
The ongoing rivalry between Joe Lincoln and War.
He wants even more out of his opponent.
Frank Miller out doing a pose down right in front of a very staggered Big Bubba Bruno. Oh, kicked him right in the face. Kicked the man right in the face, he did.
What's he about to do?
Nice reversal by Joe Lincoln. Shoulder throw. And look at this, Joe Lincoln going upstairs. Air Lincoln about to take to the skies.
He moves just in time.
Or the Machine runs. Oh, nice back body drop reversal by War the Machine.
Intimidate his opponent one more time, but he's got to
Wow,
strike soon.
basement drop kick right to the face.
This building is rocking
Lincoln
right
kicks
now.
him off.
Can you blame him? He's taking this to the floor. Oh no, now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver.
Guillotine attempt here by Frank Miller.
Guillotine!
It's
That is
deep.
locked in tight, but Joe Lincoln is fighting it off.
Tight, nowhere to go, no escape. This could
He's not
be
ready
the
to
end.
quit yet.
There's no way he's
Lots of fight
counter the guillotine. Look at this
left in
power.
Joe Lincoln.
nothing off
War
limits.
nails Big Bubba Bruno with the steel
one
steps.
And he throws the opposition back into the
Miller
ring.
tosses Lincoln into the ring.
Gets
And
put
he
into
wants
the
a piece of
barricade.
War, though.
Boom.
Oh, he's
head first.
rammed him head first right into the steel post.
Run right through with the spear.
Wow. Spear out of nowhere by War the Machine.
Cover. There's two.
Somehow,
Frank Miller
this
kicks
title
out.
is still up for grabs.
Now might be a good time to regroup.
Lincoln
Rethink your
tosses
plan.
Big Bubba Bruno right back into the ring.
That was the moment that could have ended things. A moment
All right, well, while this
that's being
battle
replayed in their heads
continues
right
to
now.
enrage
He's
itself,
staring his
let's get back to that list, shall we?
The title's in jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm
And
has
Joe
shifted.
Lincoln has
Oh,
been
man, Ripper's
eliminated.
hit hard here.
Holy,
We are down to
made the
3. Big
barricade.
Bubba Bruno, Freight Train Frank Miller,
Is that a stop sign?
and the reigning
No, it's a
defending
different red octagon used for traffic
Grand
control.
Prix champion War the Machine. Oh, who just took a hockey stick right to the head.
Run right through with
Oh,
the
and he got
spear.
right back up and almost broke Miller in half. And he knocked him out with it. Miller's been eliminated. It's down to Big Bubba Bruno and War the Machine for the YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Championship, guys. The list can wait. The list can wait. Holy crap.
Headbutt to the back
Big
of the
headbutt
neck.
to the back of the head by Big Bubba Bruno. And now he's
Stop in
attacking
the
those
leg.
hamstrings. Big chops to the chest. Super kick to the face. War goes down. Falling headbutt.
Holding on by a thread,
Big
maybe even
Bubba
less
Bruno
at this
is on
point.
fire.
He's getting up, but there's
And
danger
he
in
is
front of him.
stalking War the Machine.
Makes
Wow.
him pay with a
War
counter.
catches the big leg.
The roar of this crowd
Tosses
has been building.
Bruno into the
and they're
ring.
in a fever pitch right now.
You can feel the anticipation growing.
Here comes War with
every
hockey stick in
second that
hand.
ticks past in this
Oh,
match.
and Bruno took it right to the head. Busted the hockey stick over his head. Big elbow to the head.
Scattered reversal there.
Nice reversal by Big Bubba Bruno.
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. Measuring it up. One more
Oh,
time.
look at this. Wow.
Slam.
Tilt-a-whirl power slam.
Two. Shoulder up. Still holding
No,
on to
sir.
the title. I can't believe
War the
it.
Machine
We were a
kicks
second
out, gets
away
that big
from a new
shoulder up.
champion.
Are we close to the
We
start?
just
of
about had a new
reign?
champion.
I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes
Bubba
or the
going
fact
for that
he
stop
hasn't
sign.
finished this, or if it's disbelief
And War the Machine
that his
is in
opponent
real
is still
trouble
in
here.
this.
Oh, he took it right to the back of the head.
Stop sign around like that. Where is this going to go?
And right to the back.
He manages to escape.
Right between the shoulder blades. But look at this. Look at the power of War the Machine. Big bear hug.
Squeezing the breath out of them. Oh, just tap out. Just tap out and end this thing.
Losing this match
Bubba's
would
fighting it,
absolutely
though.
destroy him. He's trying to fight it the
There is
best
no
he can.
quit in Big Bubba Bruno. But he is fading, though, and that is a real problem.
Bear hug.
Oh, look at this big elbow to the side of the neck.
Well-placed elbow. We'll get you out of it.
That
And
might be enough.
big
Yes, it
bear
is.
paws to the
Big
side of the head, and
clothesline.
Bruno is free and on the attack. And he just swung at air there twice, and War the Machine going to make him pay for it. Uh-oh. Oh!
Weapon in
Bruno
hand,
takes
saying,
the stop
"I'm up
sign
in
to
the
the
ante."
face.
He thinks he
Bruno's
has it.
bleeding all over the place. War covers him up. Wow.
That's it. The champ stays the
That's
champ.
insane. That is it. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match, and still
The Falls Cat Anywhere match is
YTD
never
Academy
disappoint, but this one
Grand
might go
Prix
down in the
Wrestling
annals of the
Champion from
WWE
Team
as one of the best ever.
Glenola and representing the Wolfpack Horsemen, War the Machine is still your champion. Wow. That is crazy.
Here's your winner.
My God.
Grand Prix champion,
Wow.
The Machine.
Absolutely
Overcoming all those
amazing.
superstars to have their arm
Definitely
finally
War is
raised
definitely a
up
machine.
high.
You bet your ass he is.
match.
What
I
a
can only
title
imagine
defense.
How they must feel right now.
Yeah, certain
Good
amount of
luck
pride has to
keeping
come with
him
surviving
out of the title
elimination
picture
matches.
on Wrestle Wars Genesis next week. Wow. That is amazing. All right, on to the main event of the evening, guys. Last match of the night. This is an iron to gold match. Which one of these two Vixen villains? Lillian Dust from Team I'm to Dusty, and of course from Team Honeybee Wrestling, the Queen of the Hive, Honeybee, putting her Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Championship on the line tonight in the main event of the evening. Which one walks out with the title? Will it be Lillian Dust or Honeybee? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Shadows! I'm guessing you didn't get him? I didn't yet, no. I did not. I didn't have time.
This will be the final time.
But that's okay. I understand that Tony Stone has gone off to a wrestling school and is, regrouping, gaining a little extra in-ring knowledge. I understand he's going to be making a comeback very quickly, very soon. A whole new man, they say. That's just rumor, but that's what I hear. Honeybee says, this will be the final time you will see this look. Obviously. All right. Here's a big hint. He wears a mask, and in his entrance is very cool. I'm very excited to see the new Tony Stone.
Tired of holding the title.
Sir Jack says, if Honeybee loses, it's really because she just got tired of holding the title. Yeah, probably. Her waist and her arms just you can't hack it anymore. They've got to, unload, get rid of some weight, so to speak, in the form of gold and a leather strap. But anyways, we don't want to jinx Honeybee, Sir Jack. How dare you? She's up for one of her biggest challenges to date in a Falls Count Anywhere match against Lillian Dust. That's right now. It is the main event of the evening, guys. Let's go. Time to turn and burn. It is showtime and go time. And then, of course, after the match, that is it. That is all for episode number 470. Here at the Archiverse, it was a great show. YTD Academy set the ring ablaze from the first two tone setters of the night. Gauntlet Rumble matches, fantastic. We got two new #1 contenders that arose from those matches. We saw new tag team champions. I mean, it has been a great evening. Fantastic evening. War the Machine just defended his title in amazing fashion. What a beast he is. A behemoth. He is a beastly behemoth.
It's a big-time opportunity, Byron, as the title.
And then, of course,
here. You're right, Michael. And judging
we'll
from
see
the
each other
on social media,
at least
heading into
scheduled
this match, we're likely to see a new
Wednesday night next week
tonight.
for Wrestle Wars Genesis.
He has guaranteed
and that will
tonight.
probably be our final Wrestle Wars Genesis before our first ever award show, which I do have, I plan to have set that take place next weekend. Next weekend. I'm thinking next Sunday night. But we will see how that plays out. The arena for the first ever award show for the Hall of Legends is currently under construction, so we'll see what happens with the building process. And a few other things to take place.
Corey, what do you think of the champ's chances here tonight?
Sir Jack says Honeybee could beat War. I mean, that'd be an interesting matchup.
The champ's demise, but not me.
Could you imagine Honeybee versus War the Machine?
Major title defense.
Be a little weird.
Can she handle the
all right, so while these guys are getting ready to go to battle, let's get back to the list real quick here. So number 3 was Mike Awesome, that 70s guy. Mike Awesome got over in Japan and ECW as a hard-hitting athletic big man. It made all the sense in the world for WCW to recruit this relatively fresh big name and position him directly into upper card storylines. Unfortunately, after a few months, WCW didn't seem to know what to do with Awesome. He was repackaged first as the Fat Chick Thriller, and then as that 70s guy, in homage to the popular That 70s TV series at the time. Both gimmicks were silly and comedic, and as such, poor fits for Awesome, whose greatest strength was portraying a no-nonsense monster.
Social media is buzzing.
Number 2, David Arquette as world champion. Now, this one has bothered me for years. I don't know about anybody else, but that was the stupidest shit ever, and one of the reasons that fucking WCW ended up tanking in the end. One of the many, but that was definitely a big one. That was just gaslight.
Championship action underway.
But anyway, David Arquette was cast in a leading role for the WCW-based movie Ready to Rumble. One of the highest profile wrestling movies ever made. It made some sense for marketing purposes to then bring him into the fray of WCW programming. Surely the spindly actor had no business mixing it up physically, or at least not at any high level. Arquette won the WCW Championship that spring. It was pretty clearly a publicity stunt, and it worked to an extent in getting a more casual audience to check out how this absurd turn of events could have possibly come to pass. More than anything, though, the experiment of positioning Arquette as champ undermined the credibility of the title and turned off hardcore fans, which it most certainly did.
Man, oh man.
And number 1 on this list is Oklahoma Wrestles. So Ed Ferrero was a TV writer when WWE hired him, and he wound up working closely with Vince Russo. The duo jumped to WCW, where they didn't exactly thrive. Matters grew worse, though when Ferrero took on the persona of Oklahoma, a Jim Ross parody on screen, in the history of WCW taking shots at WWE, this was one of the most embarrassing examples. The only thing worse than Oklahoma on commentary was that WCW went so far as to have him wrestle. It was an era when the roster included some of the biggest names in wrestling history, ranging from Bret Hart to Sting to Randy Savage, besides a deep pool of exciting performers who had trouble getting much TV time. Still, WCW elected to dedicate significant time, including a pay-per-view match with Medusa, to this poorly received comedic non-wrestler. And that caps off the list. So again, this was 10 things about WCW in 2000 that make no sense. And again, as I said, there was a multitude of things about WCW in 2000 that made no sense. And I had to be quite honest, I don't know if I had a top 10 list, if those would have been the exact things, or at least in the order some were. But they were definitely all things that made no sense. But anyways, number 10 was the Hogan-Jarrett incident. Number 9 was the New Blood versus the Millionaires Club.
Big belly to back suplex.
Not the prettiest thing you'll ever see.
Number 8, Chris Benoit winning the world title when he jumped ship the next day. And they pretty much knew he was jumping ship the next day.
No other way to say it, guys. That looked like it hurt.
Number 7, NWO 2000.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble.
Number 6, renaming everyone in MIA, which is Misfits in Action.
You know what?
Number 5, Hacksaw Jim Duggan joining Team Canada.
They are just trying to punish their opponent.
Number 4, Booker T versus his brother Stevie Ray, and their stupid feud over the T in Booker's name.
From all the WCW rejects.
Number 3, Mike Awesome, that 70s guy.
Was my favorite burial.
Number 2, David Arquette as world champion. And number 1, Oklahoma Wrestles.
Gut punch. Nasty. And she has gained the advantage.
And
here.
that caps off the list.
Taking all the restraints off.
And that toss got
all right, so
I'll just leave it
now
Nobody comes into
we
match
await
hoping to get chucked
a
around
victor
like
of this
These two have
iron
an
to
answer
gold
for
matchup for the
everything.
YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Wrestling
Turnbuckle's the only thing keeping it
Championship.
upright.
Honeybee versus Lillian Dust, great main event. Already a great match. And then, of course, we'll see each other no later than Wednesday evening for Wrestle Wars Genesis. But who knows, we may have a tournament between now and then. It could happen. You never know. I haven't seen a good tag team tournament in a while. I don't know about anybody else, but especially with the way the World Tag Team Championship has been flip-flopping in the men's division, it would be fun to take the best of the best on Wrestle Wars Genesis and put them in a tournament
She's taking this outside. This
to challenge for the World Tag Team Championships in the championship final. That might be fun.
Stop sign.
And we could have a tone-setting match.
She got launched.
With the Women's World Tag Team Championship.
And no countouts means she has the whole outside to play with.
Perhaps a
beautiful
elimination matchup.
Right now.
Or an Iron to Tag Team Gold matchup. I don't know. It's very interesting. The thought is intriguing.
She's in a predicament here. The final cut.
And could definitely happen.
Perfectly executed.
She's got an answer for that.
Honeybee says, all I know, win or lose, it's time and me and Kenny are going to go back to what makes us great. Gold, no more pink. Gotcha. Well, that'd be cool. Is it going to be like black and gold or black, silver and gold? Or what's the exact color scheme? And are they going to be different outfits or the same with different colors? Do tell. This is interesting. So Jack says, I just like Honeybee's whole lifestyle. And always great when she whoops someone that isn't me. Well, I can understand how that'd be, a good thing. I mean, who the hell would want Honeybee whipping their ass?
This is a very powerful... Oh, man, what a power bomb.
The title might change hands.
That's gotta be it. 2. Amazing.
Honeybee kicks out. Now, I was reading the list for a bit. I don't know if we've already had a pinfall or submission, have we? Or are we sitting at 0-0? Is anybody keeping track?
Time to find another moment to pull out that one more time. Oh!
Never understood why the timekeepers don't keep track. Still trying to figure that one out.
Timing with that reversal. The challenger's hopes are slipping away.
Yeah, this is a dire situation right now.
Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Oh, look at that. Exploder suplex by Honeybee. Lillian Dust landed neck first on the unforgiving floor right there.
The determination
Still kicks in at 2, though.
Keeps this match going.
You can just see how much this title means, how much one is willing to go to.
Just about took a stop sign to the head. But Honeybee is the one that ends up receiving the stop sign in the face. And Lillian Dust going to quickly go on the attack here, take advantage of the situation. Oh, nice reversal. Big kick to the midsection by Honeybee, but Lillian Dust whips her to the corner. And a big running elbow. Oh, Insaguri.
Looking for the win.
And down goes Honeybee. She's face first on the canvas, down for a pinfall here.
Strong kick at it, too.
But Honeybee powers out.
Where is she finding the strength?
This is unreal.
Honeybee powers out.
Counters that. She's got her cinched in.
Oh, rolling cutter from Honeybee.
Executed. Feed off the WWE.
And now she is stalking Lillian Dust here.
She returns.
Wow, nice reversal. Catches the leg, trips her up, sends her face first down to the canvas, and now Lillian Dust on the attack. Whoa, reversal by Honeybee, DDT, Lillian Dust down again.
No count out as she takes this fight to the floor. Taking it to the floor, what's she gonna do?
Honeybee with a stop sign, but Lillian Dust from behind.
Bullseye!
People really have a fascination with that stop sign tonight, don't they? Good Lord. I mean, where are all these stop signs coming from anyway? I mean, are there streets missing stop signs? Is there going to be a criminal investigation?
The champ's eyes look glazed over.
2. And now she comes up with a score.
Wow, there's a pinfall. So that's at least 1-0.
Oh, with authority.
Again, I don't know what the count was prior because we were going over the list. So therefore I wasn't paying 100% attention, so I don't know if there was... Wow, that is 2 straight falls for Lillian Dust.
This power, you kidding me?
A deadlift.
Wow.
Emoji eyes.
Oh, went for a double axe handle across the face. Honeybee catches her. And look at that. Big Uranagi from Honeybee. Lillian Dust rolls outside the ring. A wise move. Crazy place to get back in the ring, though. Honeybee had the high ground there. Nice swinging neck breaker.
Will it be? No, it's not over.
Dust kicks out again. Only about 4.5 minutes left of this matchup here in the main event of the evening. And to my knowledge, it's 2-0 for Lillian Dust.
Nice takedown, and now just battering knees. Oh, my God.
Wow. Jumping knee to the face there. Did you see that? That was beastly.
She did her homework there.
Whoa.
I don't know what that was, but it looked like it hurt.
Man, what a retaliation by Lillian Dust.
There they go. And this one might be headed ringside.
Honeybee is a beast, but Lillian is a
Big
monster.
lariat by Dust. Honeybee is a beast, but Lillian is a monster. I know, it's crazy. This is nuts.
Full control.
And like I said, to my knowledge, it is 2-0 right now.
Thrown back in under the ropes.
Dust tosses Honeybee back into the squared circle. Wow. Just threw her in on top of the stop sign.
And it looks like she wants to take this match outside.
Wow. Another big Uranagi from Honeybee.
We'll be looking to end things here with the Cobra Clutch.
And look at this.
Fading quickly.
Wow.
Trying to break the grip. A series
Lillian
of
Dust quickly
elbows. Wow.
freeing herself, though. Series of elbows to the face of Honeybee.
She throws her back in. She's getting something from under the ring.
Now she's got a shovel.
Noticed the shovel yet, but
oh, and Honeybee takes a shovel right to the top of the head.
Oh my, still alive.
Wow, she kicked out. 2 minutes 45 seconds left of this matchup. And to my knowledge, unless we missed some falls while we were finishing the list, it is 2-0 for Lillian Dust in this iron to gold match.
Able to evade.
Sent out of the ring, not sure she wants to be here.
Now it is Honeybee with the shovel.
Punch lands.
But Lillian Dust quickly goes on the attack.
On what to do next.
Oh,
my goodness.
Face first off the barricade goes Honeybee. Oh, tornado kick to the face. Good God. Now she's got a hockey stick.
Oh, and she got out of there.
But Lillian Dust gets back to her feet.
Counter after counter.
And now these guys are just going back and forth. It is a struggle for control. DDT by Honeybee.
Moved at the right
Went for a double stop, but Dust back to her feet. Oh, rolling elbow to the face. That might have broke her nose right there.
Carefully measured knee drop.
Might have broke her nose. Insult to injury. Big jumping knee right to the face.
Oh my goodness.
Honeybee better hurry up. Minute and a half left.
Oh.
These string of attacks are keeping her upward.
Will this be enough?
Honeybee covers her up with 1:18 left.
Somehow the challenger gets a fall.
And that is a fall for Honeybee. Can she tie it up?
Oof.
Oh, 2 times in the head with the hockey stick. This time Dust catches it. Baseball bat swing to the midsection to Honeybee. Look at this Honeybee rallying back quickly.
And this is
running on autopilot at this point, full of adrenaline. Trying to defend her title. She needs to tie this up.
Fighting to the last breath, but we might be coming up on that soon.
Oh, arm breaker drives Lillian Dust's face right into the floor.
With her attacks.
Another Uranagi. And a hockey stick to the midsection. Honeybee with 25 seconds left.
She gets the shoulder up.
The determination
Dust kicks
of the
in.
challenger keeps this match going.
19 seconds to try and get a pinfall here.
Means how much one is willing to go to claim themselves as the new champion. Caught with a punch.
10 seconds remaining.
Looking to inflict more damage now. Look out.
Oh, drops Honeybee face first off the barricade. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the Iron to Gold match by a score of 2 falls to 1. And a new YTD Academy Women's Grand Prix Wrestling Champion from Team I'm to Dusty, Lillian Dust, your new Women's Champion for YTD Academy. Congratulations to Team I'm to Dusty, and of course, Honeybee. What a great match. And a long-time YTD Academy Grand Prix Wrestling Champion. I'm sure she'll get that title back. A rematch is certainly in order. But it was a great show, great evening. I appreciate everybody for being here. Episode 470 is in the books. It is all over, ladies and gentlemen. You do not have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get the fuck out of my channel. Goodbye.